When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Take me up! Yeah. We got ourselves a straggler. A little emotion. Go claw! Fire in the hole! Back of it here. Ha!
Use the full shot.
Locked on! Open fire! Open fire!
Send.
A dash of frost!
Stay back!
Take me up! Bullseye!
Stay back! King!
Hold on to your hats.
Ha! Bullseye! You on this!
Hey Stefan, how are you doing? Congrats with Durin actually, like, you know why? Because he's actually not so bad or something. You still can end up with Shenling, but yeah, it's completely different character. You know, if you have powerful Shenling, which I don't know you have, but Durin is actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. He can be played literally in any teams, so because of that, I don't know if it was your guaranteed or something, you know. It always depends. Maybe you were saving for Columbina, you know, because she is going to be crazy. Yes, she has some problems, to be honest, but it's not so significant. But Durin is cool, not gonna lie. I like him. Kinda like, yeah, like he can be played in like
Leave it to me!
in a lot of teams, you know.
The story has only just... Take me up! Bullseye! Locked on!
Even if you don't have that Hexerize buff, he's still like pretty good. I don't have 16k primogems, so congrats, 16k, it's about like, yeah. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, your next is guaranteed, as I know. So yeah, thanks, congrats. You will get more because we're going to get Stygian. You can get 450 from Stygian. You can get, yeah, it's within this patch as well, Spiral Abyss. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this Imaginarium Seed as well. So yeah, you definitely will get enough to get Columbina. So yeah, when it comes to Durin, I don't know, Stefan, like, to be honest, if you ask me, oh, he is not bad. I mean, he's actually pretty cool. I'm going to do some tests today. It depends on you. You tell me the teams. I will do the test because I tried him. It's Spilabis. Oh, yeah, I will show you my build. It's cool. By the way, he completely ready. I mean, like, I enable his witch buff, like that Hexerai buff. I also like build him completely. He has like when it comes to talent, double crown and 6. I don't think I will do that because you know why? It's a waste in my opinion. I don't think I will use him as a main DPS because even if you use him as a main DPS, it's better to use another character as a damage dealer rather than him. To be honest, yeah, it's like that, unfortunately.
Finish this fast.
Here comes another.
Good luck. A little elusive. Knock them down.
The only problem I have, it's his energy.
Take breath and grit your teeth. All ice on you.
Because yeah, even though he doesn't need so much,
My wait was not in vain. Fire.
you still need some energy, unfortunately. I only have like kind of close to 140. It's not enough. It's not enough. And we will get like his signature set in 6.3, which is going to be like new, like it's not supportive set. It's kind of like DPS set actually for Hexerai characters because it's increased attack by 43% and also gives you 20% crit rate, which is actually cool. It's cool for off-fielders and it's good for on-fielders. I'm on like Noblesse set in early Overload team, like and Chivalrous and Official. It's not a bad team actually, but let's say like that. His best at the moment it's 2-piece. It's 2-piece Crimson, 2-piece Noblesse. It's the best set for him. Because like it gives you more damage. Like 2-piece of this and 2-piece of Crimson Witch. This one gives you damage. And this one gives you another pyro damage bonus. You can go like here, 4-piece, because 4-piece actually also pretty good. I mean 4-piece Noblesse, because it's increased attack, it's team party, but yeah, it depends on the team, you know. Some teams doesn't need that at all, you know, that attack buff. You can also go Emblem, but I don't think Emblem is so crazy. You know why? Because Emblem increases damage, elemental burst, like increase elemental burst damage by 25. Like you get 25, and if you have 150, it's another about like 10 to 50%. So I don't know. In my opinion, Noblesse, like double 2-piece Noblesse Crimson is better. I personally use 2-piece attack, to be honest, because yeah, I mostly need his application. His attack is pretty high. So yeah, I'm okay with that, especially with double. Pyro. So yeah, I tested a couple teams. I also tested New Bullet team. Actually, New Bullet team is also pretty cool, you know, like New Bullet, Furina, Xilonen, and Durin. So yeah, you call the team. Alekino, like yeah, unfortunately, I can't test with Chivalrous, but you know what's the problem with Chivalrous? My Chivalrous is like with a low constellation, so because of that I don't even want to try, huh? But we can do Arlecchino, because actually like Durin can replace Bennett, you know, so you can go the team like this, which is like, let's say Citlali and Lanyan, for example, to have some like defensive utility. Oh, actually, like we have like we can go like yeah, not Lanya, but yeah, let's say Lanyan to Swirl and like yeah, but we can go Sucrose because we have some defensive utility, you know. And let's do the test because like if you go Sucrose, my Sucrose is also enabled with Hexerai. If you place Durin in that team, you will get that Hexerai buff. View characters, yeah, team bonuses. You see that? So Hexerai Secret Rite, it's like yeah, enabled. Without that, so yeah, you cannot get it. So yeah. And you need to enable that. Let's say overall he's not bad. I don't know if you like, let's say like that, it depends, but he is extremely easy to use. For specific teams, he is definitely a buff. Definitely. And also, don't forget about future Columbina. You know why is that? His application is pretty fast, so because of that, you can actually use with Columbina, and according to the leaks, Columbina's application is also like 2 seconds. And you can actually get all of the waves she provides. It's crazy actually. Like you can use that Durin with Furina. Also ineffa is very good with them, you know. Okay guys, so yeah, I will start the team I want at the moment, but if you want me to, by the way, you can use Mizuki. Mizuki with Durin is actually crazy. I did a couple tries. It's actually insane. It's so fun to play, not gonna lie. I tried Virgin as well. I didn't like Virgin with kinich, to be honest. Maybe because, not Virgin, my bad, it's Burning Team. I didn't like it so much. But Virgin team is actually pretty good, with Lauma especially, if you have Lauma. So yeah, you can use it. About Columbina kit, by the way. Columbina is going to be crazy as hell. But at Constellation Zero, she has some problems with energy because, you know, she has the same. I hope they will decrease that energy requirement because at the moment it's 60. It's the same, like, you can say that she's kind of Furina but Nod-Krai, you know, you can say that. But the problem is, even though energy cost is 60 for both of them, you usually use Furina with a second Hydro, you know. And if you don't, then you need pretty high energy. In this case, it's 200. I assume that Columbina will need more than 200. That's a problem. That's the only problem. But she can do damage. That's crazy, actually. And also, she can enable all of the lunar-related reactions. At least the reactions we have at the moment. It's like Lunar Bloom, Lunar Charge, and Lunar Crystallize. That's crazy. I don't know about Lunar Crystallize exactly. Maybe it's with constellations. It's possible. But yeah, as you know, we're going to get the new character Zabai. Zabai is like kind of the character from HSR, to be honest. Not gonna lie. She looks so crazy. I like it a lot. And you know what? According to the leaks, looks like Zabai is going to be better than mavuika in terms of damage, which is actually, I don't believe so much. Maybe with her premium team, yes. But her premium team is going to be Zabai, that Luga or Iluga, I don't know that 4-star name, but you need his constellation too at least. Columbina, and maybe someone else. Let's say another. I don't know actually, but yeah. I mean, that team is going to be like her premium team, so you need all of these characters, unfortunately. Zabai looks crazy, and the problem is Zabai will be released with like in 6.3. Like first phase should be like, according to the leaks, it's Columbina, second phase is Zabai, and 6.4 is Varka. Varka, by the way, might be a Hexen Circle character as well, just keep that in mind. And if it's so, that would be actually crazy because you can use Varka with, let's say like that, he is going to be the second Hexen Circle character because first one is Durin. But yeah. Okay, let's get started. Like I want to try this one at least first chamber, and after that I will switch the team. Playing with Durin is fun. His application, like his burst, lasts for a long time, like actually 20 seconds, it's a lot. And also like he has great synergy with Escoffier. He has great synergy with Ineffa. Like literally he has synergy with all of the characters because he applies pyro consistent and can be played with all of the teams. I test, like the only team which I didn't like, to be honest, it's Navi team, Navi, xilonen, Bennett and Furino, etc. Something like that. In that team I'd say Bennett is better, but it still depends. Maybe I did something wrong, you know? It's possible. Okay, this one is going to be like... Yeah, let's just do the test. And after that I will switch Bennett for Durin.
Witness power for what, huh? Body and Dissipate. Yeah. 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 Branches a song.
Yeah, I into it. Now let's start over. I just missed that seed.
Time to act. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your... Out of my way! Lush as the moonlight. Witness the power of Gua. Know my sword. Rain outline. Ding dong water bomb. With one heart, we pray. Branches a song. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Stand with me. Receive my blessing. Lightning terrible. Rain outlines your fate. Our bond is strong.
No, come on. I don't want to kill him like in first phase. I don't like this pile abyss so much, to be honest, because of this enemy, because they just placed like first chambers. It's about Nefer only, like let's say like that. It's way more comfortable to use Nefer, like yeah, and because of that, yeah, it's I just like yeah.
Rain cutter. Know my sword. Stand with me. Forest, protect us. Branches a song. Witness the power of Gua. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Your blood! Blood! Dissipate! I'll settle this. For the everlasting forest. Go claw! Body and...
Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Hey Mirak, how are you doing? 7. Does a sword that gives buff for enemies that are affected by pyro and electro good? Oh, you mean that lion's roar? Yes, that sword is actually good, 7. How are you doing, Mirak? Oh yeah, that sword is actually good. Because you know why is that? It depends on your team. He needs attack, like the base you need 2.6k attack for Durin. If you can achieve this number, if you can get this number, then you're fine, you're safe. If you can't, then yes, I mean like it's better to use something. But again, I use different sword, you know, and keep that in mind. Like if you don't have that sword, or if you don't want to level it up, or I don't know, don't want to waste your mats, etc., keep that in mind. We will get that new hexerized artifact set, and that set 4-piece will give you 43% attack. Most likely that set will fulfill your attacks requirements for Durin. So let's say like if you don't want to spend your mats, just wait for 6.3 and farm those artifacts. So that set, you know. So yeah, it just like it depends on you. But if you want to, then yes, like just level it up. Okay, so yeah, it's about Bennett. It's kind of like yes, it's some like weird team to be honest. But yeah, let's
transmit. Teamwork is strength. Animal test 62. Show no mercy. Suffer the. to work! You two! Time!
Lay to bed.
Teamwork is dream! Animal test 6308. Eat Lalin! Eat Papa!
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's still early. Alright, so yeah, like it's about like the weapon, like Stefan. Let me leave for now. I will change the team. So yeah, as you notice, like it's not bad, but you can replace with Durin. So yeah, when it comes to, most likely you ask about this weapon, which is Lion Roar. So yeah, this one, which increase Pyro and Electro. Yes, it's actually not a bad weapon for Durin, because it's increased attack. It has pretty high, it's not the highest base attack, but it's pretty good. Also, it gives you additional attack and some damage, you know. And if you play in Electro overloaded teams, then yes, it's actually not bad. Also keep that in mind, like his weapon actually also depends on the teams, you know. It's the same thing as for Columbina. Unfortunately for Columbina, damage is not kind of the same. If you play different teams, damage can vary actually a little bit, you know. Just keep that in mind. But again, you need to get used to that, because let's say like that, he's actually not a bad character at all. Alright, so yeah, let's abandon that. Let's switch the team. Like first is going to be the same. Again, I hate this Spile Abyss, like it's so annoying. But yeah, we will get new in a week. So yeah, we're saved actually. I hope they will give us something. But yeah, they will place Durin on the first. That's alright. And they will buff Durin. Most likely. Because yeah. Second phase is going to, by the way, Venti is also pretty good. If you enable that Hexerize buffs, I will show you my Albedo. Albedo's damage increased from 1720k to 3842k. That's crazy. It's so powerful now. I didn't expect so much buff. I thought it would be about 25-30k, but yeah, when I saw like I saw like 50k actually, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's about my build, because my build is actually terrible. Let me show you my build. My build is actually extremely bad. 63, 132. Yes, his damage mostly scales on defense, but again, you know what, when I saw like all of the stuff he got, it's just crazy. He's a character who benefits the most from that Accent Circle buff, to be honest. And as you know, like I got Constellation 1, which is like this one. Also, this one also increases his damage. Yeah, I will do the test with him as well. Alright, so yeah, let's try. Like the team is going to be the same first half. Second half, I will go like this team. It's going to be Durin, Sucrose, and Citlali. Let's try this team. As I mentioned, like Durin can actually, in terms of damage, replace Bennett in literally all of the teams. And I'm pretty surprised with New Bullet team, like, because you know, like if you remember, like back then we used to use like Shanling, but Shanling has a huge problem with energy when you play it with New Bullet Furina team. That's a huge problem. When it comes to Durin though, now you don't have any problem at all actually. And by the way, I will try like New Bullet on the second half. I will show you guys just a second. So yeah, by the way, like if you want me to test some teams, just like, yeah, write in the chat what teams you want me to test. I have some teams like in mind, if you don't mind. Like yeah, it's like Mirak, it always depends, you know why. If team make no sense, like I will just kind of skip it, no problem. But you can write in the chat, of course, no problem. As I mentioned earlier, you can use Durin literally with any characters. I tried with Navia. The only team I didn't like, it's like Navia team. Navia, xilonen, Durin, and Furina or something. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, but yeah, it's kind of like Bennett is still better in that team. But yeah, you're welcome to write the teams, guys. No problem. And by the way, you know what? Actually, I place my Bennett into Imaginarum Series. So if you want to test him, you can actually choose him, you know? Navia, Durin, Albedo, Bennett. Okay, I got you. Like, yeah, Mirak, alright. Okay, I will try the team, but it's... alright, I just say that Navia team is not okay. Okay, like, Mirak is always choose a team like with... Verisa is okay. Actually, Verisa is surprisingly crazy. Because... I don't know why is that, but he gives so much. I tested exactly the same team you write me, but I will test it again, and I will test like Navia team as well. I didn't try that team with Albedo. I will try it, and then actually, you know what? I can try it on the second half easily. Oh, unfortunately, again, maybe we choose some boss. You know, like in that case, I need to. Okay, we can do it on. Stygian Onslaught. First boss is Hera.
If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a
During
batch of
Kinich
new
Sucres now.
releases
Like,
today.
I don't think I will do
Might we add
Kinich
a
team, to be
small
honest.
detour to our adventure?
We'll see though, we'll see. About Kinich, actually, you know why is that? Because in Kinich team, like, you kinda need to... a little bit... Just a second, let me copy that real quick. Alright, so yeah, let's start this one first.
Rain cutter, rain outlines your face. No, my xilonen, did with me. Lightning, you poor lost lamb. Yeah, lush as the moonlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should do like another, maybe I should do some boss.
Receive my blessing.
Yeah, I will switch to boss after that.
Ding dong, water bomb. Witness the power of Gwa. Rain outlines your fate. Dissipate. By the frost moon of old. Branches a song. Lush as the moonlight. Lash it down. Did with me. Receive my blessing. Out of my way.
No, Ganyu, definitely no Ganyu, Mirak. Definitely, I will just like delete Ganyu, don't get me wrong, Ganyu. I don't like to use Ganyu so much, Ganyu, because like, yeah, Ganyu is... So yeah, let's try this one.
Turning point in space!
Animal test 60. You two! Time to end them!
Overruled! The story has only just begun!
Stand clear! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Hey! You look...
Absorption test! Get to work! You two! Tight!
Yeah, if you notice that, like, it's actually crazy damage when it comes to Durin, that's why... Well, that's what I have in mind, yeah. So yeah, like, if you notice that, so yeah, like, he can actually, like, completely, like, replace... Just a second, let me check that. I also have a team for Plunge, Revenge, Melt, During, but like I think I bet, like, yeah, like Plunge, not like it's... So yeah, let's do the boss. Let me show you another team actually, which is actually not bad. You know which one? Oh yeah, this one. let's do test on this boss maybe, because the one team in
Dear,
mind,
I'm getting
it's
thirsty.
like this one. So you go the team like Bennett, Sucrose, Citlali. But in this team, your main
I want
DPS,
to help.
even though you enable Durin's as a DPS, you will use Citlali as a main DPS. So the rotation is going to be Bennett, Sucrose, Citlali, Durin to give him like attack buff. Oh yeah, about it depends, like Mirak. When it comes to the pull value, it depends. You know why? If you ask me, I would give him 9. Why? Because he can be played, he is extremely easy to use. He can be played literally in 80 teams. He can replace, like, let's say like that. If you need Pyro, just use Durin. It's like that. And he is super easy to use. And don't forget about upcoming Columbina, because with Columbina, it looks like he is going to be just crazy.
Let's light it up! Animal test 6308.
Alright, so yeah, let's do the test. And also, don't forget about like his, like, even though, like, by the way, maybe why Durin team was bad for me, because I didn't enable his Hexerize buff at the moment. As you know, like when he's in that Hexerize mode, he get 20% rest shred from. Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. And that's a new, like, we get that for free. That's crazy actually, you know? Yeah, you know why is that? Why 10 out of 10? Let's say like that. Like, if you compare with Shenling, Shenling is still valuable option, because Shenling is actually crazy sub DPS character. Unfortunately, you need to use Shenling with Bennett. And you cannot give Shenling like 6 or something, because Shenling Bennett duo is actually maybe one of the best duo in the game. You know? Yes, we have a lot of characters now, we have a lot of replacement, etc. But you cannot give Shenling 6. So because you can give Shenling at least 8, like at least 7 or 8, something like that. But the problem is you cannot place Durin with 8. Just like, because yeah. And by the way, yeah, we get that for free. That's crazy actually. I didn't know that. I just noticed that. So you can switch him. This one is his light mode. This one, yeah, I will do the video tomorrow, by the way. That's crazy actually. That's so insanely crazy. He looks crazy with this one. I like he's that new one, the dark one. Okay, like yeah, it's like I will do the video. You just watch it. Do you think his pull value will be more than Columbina? No. Oh, about that, it's no, definitely no. You know why is that? The problem with Columbina has a problem, and the problem is Columbina has a lot of energy requirements. So yeah, she needs a ton of energy. But if you fulfill that energy requirements, her pull value is way higher than Durin. Yes, you know why I give him 10 like out of 10, 9 out of 10. Let's say like that, because he can be played in so many teams. It doesn't mean, for example, that mavuika, like not mavuika, or like let's say Citlali also can get like 9 out of 10. But it's, you know what's the point is, like Durin is actually like, yeah, pretty versatile character.
Adventure time.
He just like, you know, like he's easy to use. He just like yeah, just like, you know, that I don't have. Like my energy requirements is bad, it's 140. I don't have good artifact set, it's only attack. You know, when I get his signature set, actually he should be like way better. Oh, but I would suggest you to go for Columbina rather than for Durin, if you ask me, because yeah. Going for Durin now, if you don't have enough primogems, let's say like that, if you want 50-50, you can try to get Durin. If you're not, you just like skip it. On another hand, like I don't know which characters you use. You sometimes just don't level up some characters, which is actually a problem. But you need to enable all of the stuff. You need to enable Sucrose Hexerize buff, Hexerize mode, you know, like yeah. you need to enable Durin's Hexerize mode, you need to enable all of the characters' Hexerize mode, and like, yeah, that story was actually so crazy. Alright, so yeah, let's do the test. Oh, the test is going to be...
Going in! Fulfill our pact! Xilonen,
Thunder! The abyss is burning!
Unfortunately, it's not consistent, but if you saw the damage, it's 150, 160, etc., something like that, and you see like he, like in his DPS mode, he is doing like this stuff. You can go supportive mode. Let's try supportive mode. Let's say like he's not... I like him, like Durin, because again, he is easy to use. He can be used with Arlecchino. With Arlecchino, he's actually crazy.
I still have so much to learn about human interactions. Like, where should I put my hands when I'm nervous? I just really want to make friends with everyone.
What leveling characters have to do with pulling Durin? What leveling? What's that? What leveling characters have to do with pulling? I didn't get the question, to be honest, like Mirak.
off we go!
Let me join like silent real quick. If you don't mind, guys, he found a place, like some secret place. Oh yeah, I just forgot that. So yeah, why is that? Because since you get like 2 Durins, you can actually, you see that, like how he changes. So yeah, I will do the video and I will place that stuff as well, you know. That's crazy actually, because it's the first character who has like 2 different modes. I mean like sub DPS and like DPS mode. Like when you can switch between them, you know, well, not to switch between them, but enable like different modes. And also like with that outfits, etc. That's crazy. Okay, let's join like real quick, maybe for a couple minutes, if you don't mind, guys. Oh my god, for real, like you cannot jump here, by the way. Oh yeah, just a second. Cannot configure party. Just a second. Just a second. Or something like that. You said like that, I don't level some characters. Which is, oh no, like, I mean, you know what, you will not level up some characters, you know, like, let's say like that, New Bullet, I would say it's not a bad idea to level him up, you know. Other than that, you need to watch, let's say like that, you know, like, you need to spend the time on game, you know. Without that, I would say you just can stick with Xianling and wait for Columbina. Why is that? Because Columbina for you would be just way more valuable, I would say, you know, than Durin. But it still depends. It still depends. Because like Durin, it's like, yeah, you know why? I saw couple Xianlings.
Alright.
And that Xianling actually deals more damage than this Durin. You know? Just a second. Oh, he has Dali as well. How did he get there? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, like, but he likes to do that. Okay, just a second, you right? Oh, you cannot use the skill. Damn, bro. Oh my, come on, like, you wanna jump? Okay, I can.
Surprise baptism.
Oh, but you can fly, yeah. Damn, that's crazy actually. What is that place actually? Oh, that's Nod-Krai stuff. Oh, I know this place. Actually, you know that's this place as well. You know which one is that? So yeah, when you just come here where like I cannot fly. Come on, Silent. I cannot fly. How? Okay, let him place that. Oh yeah, I need to rejoin. Yeah, just a second. Xilonen isn't leveled or built. So yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like you know, like Mirak. That was like because to be honest, you don't level up key characters, and like yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to, like in your case. To be honest, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Durin.
Let's stir things up.
Damn bro, that price is crazy. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
This should be fun. Hey.
Really cool to drop over like. So yeah, it's cool. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, you cannot fly. Chasca can though. Maybe Wanderer Chasca can fly. Maybe Lauma can do that, like you know, like charge attacks. It's also possible, you know. Xilonen isn't leveled up.
Do you hear that? There's a voice whispering on the wind. It says, some guy just took a stone to the head.
Yeah, that's underground one. You know which one place? It's like when you can't reach that place, but I didn't know that. Where's... Otherwise, I don't bother myself farming. I level characters that... No, yeah, that's the point. Black hole here. Oh yeah, you mean like this one, this huge place? That's crazy actually. Unfortunately, you cannot... What?
Let's stir things up. Anyone else?
Oops. For real? Yeah, but I can glide, you know? I cannot glide to reach that place. Okay, I'm back to my stream, guys. Just a second, sorry for that, but yeah, that place was cool because like recently, you know what? Vortex jump down. No, come on. Like, let's do the test. Like, actually, like, let's do something. So yeah, let me switch the team you told me about. Let me do this team again. It was like Bennett. Let's try a couple times. You know what the point is? The point is your main DPS in this case, it's Citlali, it's not Durin. But Citlali, as you know, like she can do melt. Unfortunately, I use like this set and she doesn't have enough crit rate. It's kind of like 45, so yeah, damage might be not super, it's not inconsistent as at all, you know. And after that I will switch to the teams you told me about.
Teamwork is strength! Stand clear! Get to work! Suffer the wrath!
Thunder! The abyss is burning!
So if you see the damage. It's actually around like the max what I get, it was like 346 with Citlali. That's crazy actually, you know? Oh, by the way, what's your build? Oh yeah, I will show my build, no problem guys. If you have some questions about Durin, so yeah, just like write in the chat. If you want me to do some tests, so yeah, I will do the test Mirak told me about the teams. The first team was, just a second, it's Navia, Durin, Albedo, Bennett. Actually, it's not a bad team. Let me first do what? Let me first like do this team. Just xilonen and Albedo. Without any hexerize. Oh no, not xilonen, my bad. Mona. Let's enable that hexerize buff. And Albedo first. And just a second, I will show my build. As you know guys, I somehow like Albedo. I don't know why. Maybe because he was my first
Thank you for permitting.
premium 5-star character, you know? Maybe because of that. But yeah. Rotation should be something like that. First Albedo, then like yeah. I'm not going to use Mona. So yeah, let me show you the build. My build, I use Tupis on Durin, which is actually not a great idea. It's better to use either Noblesse set, 4-piece emblem, or the best one is 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Crimson Witch. Just keep that in mind, it's the best set for him. If you have like these pieces, actually like yeah, you will get the most damage output. But keep that in mind if you want to like, for example, if you got Durin and you want to farm like Crimson or Noblesse or etc. I wouldn't suggest you to do that because we're going to get new set in 6.3, which is actually going to be the best one. 43% attack and 20% crit rate. So just keep that in mind. It's like better to use whatever you have. So yeah, when it comes to his numbers, it's kind of like that. He has like, yeah, with double pyro, his attack increased by 2.7k. He has close to 80 crit rate and 250, almost 250 crit damage. And 140 energy recharge, which is actually not enough. You need about like 145. I use like 5-star weapon, which is Jade Cutter. And yes, 2-piece Shiminawa, 2-piece Glad set. Alright, so yeah, let's try a new wallet team. Just a second, let me get some energy back.
Settle down.
Oh, actually, I forgot I can use like. By the way, Wuthering Waves will release a character which is Lanya or something. I forgot the name. She can use that ski, you know, like yeah, rollers or something, and also she can use the bike. So the one character can use bike, can use that rollers. That's crazy, actually. All right, so yeah, let me show the damage.
First, the tides beckon.
Bring it!
It's 46k.
Settle down.
It's 50k. And by the way, that's Albedo's damage, 50k. By the way, back then, before the buff, he was doing about like 18k, 20k. Just imagine, like 2.5, right? Like it's actually so, he's now so crazy. And by the way, it's Again, his build is not crazy as hell. Like, kind of okay, you can like, and also his artifacts, it's stupid. It's not 4-piece like husk. I will change that because I can, but yeah, I did that for the sake of Courtesy is still better. Courtesy, yeah, but to be honest, I don't know. Because with the future characters, actually, Courtesy can... No, Courtesy is different. I assume that, like Mirak, I assume like Courtesy is the only one, you know, like within that game. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, let's switch. Now, like, you know what, let me just like don't touch Albedo for now, because unfortunately I don't have enough pieces. Also, we have, so if you notice that, the damage is actually pretty cool. Now let's go like the team, like Navia team. Yeah, like, I know that. I know that you only know Cartesia. You don't even know the team she uses actually now, you know, like, because to be honest, yes, Cartesia alone with her signature can clear literally all of the content of the game if you play her correctly. It's just crazy how powerful she is. But again, like Wuthering Waves is not like Genshin actually. Like, yeah, it's still a bit different. I mean, you need to learn rotation. In Genshin, it's a little bit different. Navia, Durin, Albedo, Bennett. So yeah. It's going to be... Yeah, my Navia is like... Oh yeah, Navia. Albedo, Bennett, huh?
I'll be right behind you.
Rotation is going to be like that, I would say. Maybe like this one. Yeah, something like that. First Navia, then Albedo skill, then Bennett skill burst. Like, actually, like, only burst. Then Durin, then switch to Navia. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's first check if I have energy. No, I don't have enough money. I stopped playing WoW, like, I think Iron Rover, Chacona, and not now actually. Not now. Yeah, Tanuki, if you want to like me to test some teams, just write in the chat. Not now. Actually, we have Chisa, and Chisa replaced that Iron Rover completely because Chisa is actually so cool.
Leave it to me.
So yeah, if you saw, I did couple videos. She has so crazy exploration abilities, just insanely crazy abilities, you know. Super fun to play. I use Chisa a lot now, and she can fly by doing her charge attack. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh my god, I low on. Okay, let's wait for that stamina stuff. Chisa Mao? Yeah, Chisa has a cat, that is true. And by the way, you know what? Not only Chisa. If you remember, if you did, by the way, if you did that, I made a video today when they just like change Wanderer from like, yeah, from Wanderer to a cat, you know? That's like, yeah, that was crazy actually. Alright, so yeah, let's give it a try.
Coming to be.
I'm going in!
Watch out! A turning point.
This one's got your name on it! Chat, feeling lucky?
I mean, yes, it's alright. I mean, not something special, but I actually made it wrong because I need to use Navia's burst as well. I just missed that, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's give it a try again. I will do a couple times. By the way, I can use this team in Spylaris.
Leave it to me.
But yeah, that buff is crazy. I mean, like that, I would suggest you to enable Hexarai buff on all of the characters you have. Even Razor deserves that, because you know why? Actually, Razor's damage is now pretty cool. Wanderer to Cat. You didn't know that? You check my YouTube channel, like, oh, it's my TikTok actually. To be honest, like, recently I post more videos on TikTok rather than on YouTube, but I will post that video tomorrow. Or maybe I can, just a second, maybe I can copy that video to you. Just a second. I don't know how it works, to be honest. Maybe I can do that. I just like need to mute the site. right? Oh yeah, just a second. So yeah, this one. Chisa isn't the one with emo like style. Emo style, I don't know, like it's if she emo or not, to be honest. Oh, but no, she's not actually. All right, so yeah, let's do it again. Damage was okay, but again, with Furina, I'd say with Furina is way more better. As I mentioned, like this team is actually not so crazy. With like, let's say like that, Navia, xilonen, Furina, and Bennett, it's still better in my opinion. You know why? Because you don't have second Hexerize to enable Durin's full potential.
My time with the
I mean, like,
taught me that
obviously,
carrying an
like,
unreliable
xilonen
weapon
gives
is
more
worse
to
than not
Navia
carrying one of-
than Albedo. Even though Albedo's damage now, it's pretty cool. And also, like, because of that, yeah, you cannot enable Hexerai, and yes, Durin, yes, with Hexerai, actually, you don't get too much. It's mostly Hexerai, it's for Dendro and Pyro rest trading, and this, like, up to 75% like vape and melt damage. So it's actually, yeah, you don't need that. But again, you know, the black hair girl, remember her? Okay, well, what? The black hair girl, like, yeah, like, you mean chasca, Chisa? Yes. Yeah, like, I got Chisa, like, alright, so yeah.
Hey there! Attack! Everybody stand back!
Story has only just...
Feeling lucky? This one's got your
Yeah, it's a little bit
name
more
on it.
damage. Why is that? Again, because I used her burst, I got more bullets, you know. So it's about 300. But again, in like, if you see that, like, yeah, now, like, this one is not. It literally, that field is unkillable now. That's crazy, because back then that was a huge problem, you know, with the field.
Sunglasses are great at
Stream
keeping
Boo,
the
please,
sand out
why?
of your eyes so you can see your
Then
way.
Wanderer looks
Except
cute as a
at
cat.
night.
Yeah,
Then you
he
can't
looks
see
actually
anything at all.
crazy, not gonna lie. I like it a lot. Because, yeah, like, it's super cute. WoW stream? Oh yeah, maybe. You know why? Maybe I will do WoW stream, we'll see, because we are actually going to get more characters, and we got that 3.0 characters, some of the characters released. That pink girl, she looks amazing, and by the way, looks like she's a hologram, you know. Okay, let's test another team. Like, Durin, like, Mirak. This team is actually not bad. I can test it in, let's try it in Spile Abyss, actually, you know, just like one chamber. It's not going to be like, by the way, we have mats for Columbina. I would suggest you to do the boss if you want to go for Columbina. It's still completely up to you. And you need to farm Lauma's boss, by the way. We have books, we have weapon books, we have all of the mats. The only thing you need, it's like local specialties. Like, yeah, we need some additional specialties, which is going to be available only in 6.3. But that's okay. Like, it's kind of like 60 of them, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, as I mentioned, I tested like Mizuki with Durin. Crazy team. If your Mizuki is built completely, you know, she's just crazy. Such a crazy team. Especially if you enable that yeah, there's a problem with his DPS mode. You know why? If I'm not mistaken, DPS mode is a single target. Support mode is kind of has AoE. So it depends. I would suggest you to most, like, let's say like that. If you fight against single target, you can use his DPS mode instead of supportive mode. Actually, you will get the same damage, maybe more damage actually. It depends on an enemy and your team. But if you fight against multiple targets, yeah, it's better to use his supportive mode. you enable supportive by using double skill. You enable DPS by using skill and normal attack. Also, you can use enable skill by using his burst if it's ready. Like pretty versatile character, not gonna lie. I mean, like, oh, I know, like, my luck, if I perform for Columbina, I will actually, it's the same for me as well, you know, like Mirak. To be honest, which story quest is it? Like, oh, it's not story quest, Mirak. It's oh yeah, it's story quest. It's actually, just a second, let me start it first. It's Durin story quest, when you need to, like, yeah, you need, by the way, it's enabled part by part, so you can finish it within 5 days. You need 5 days to finish it. And by the way, it's same for me as well. But if you are, I definitely will use my next 50/50 as well, because I pre-farm for my characters. But I will do it anyway. I already pre-farm books. I already pre-farm weapon. I don't know, by the way, if I go for a weapon. You know why is that? Because her weapon is actually her weapon. You can consider Columbina as a Furina a little bit. It's kind of the same. Like, for example, for Furina Constellation 0, you actually don't need her weapon. Actually, her weapon is a waste for Constellation 0 because it doesn't give you so much. Yes, it's increased HP, it gives you crit damage, it gives you some particle back. But in general, you can easily use Favonius and will do exactly the same, you know? It's the same thing applies to Columbina as well. It also gives you some particle, it gives you lunar damage though, which is actually might be useful for other characters, you know? But you also can go like Prototype Amber, and you will be completely okay, you know? So yeah, her weapon is actually a little bit specific weapon, you know why? Because we don't have so many replacements for her, unfortunately. Well, if I get her nice, if I don't, I'm cooked. No, like, in that case, don't go for Durin. Like, come on, Mirak. Just, like, skip Durin.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Lightning purified!
Yeah, let's finish this one quickly.
Ring cutter. No claw. For the everlasting forest. Branches a song. Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate. Receive my blessing.
Okay, so this one is going to be, yeah.
Coming at you! Proper send-up! I'm going in!
Stay.
Yeah, I made a mistake. That's okay.
Okay.
Fellow warfare, I guess. Feeling lucky? Attack! Haha! Attack! That's the way.
Burst forth.
Everybody stand back!
Watch out! The story has only just...
Hey there! Haha! Feeling lucky? Fire! Well, let's light it up! I'm going in!
Stay back! The turning point is...
Feeling lucky? Hiya! Ha! Watch out! Haha! A proper send-down!
Leave it to me!
Hey
So
there!
yeah, if you see that, like, actually damage is pretty cool. Not bad team at all. But yeah, my Navi is actually pretty cracked, to be honest. So yeah, she has like, she's within 0.1%, something like that. Let me show you her build. So yeah, I like my Navi build. It's 80 to 28. I recently got pretty good artifacts actually for her, and like this geo damage bonus, that was crazy actually. It's 40 plus CV. I was just kind of like, yeah, you know. So yeah, this one is not bad. This one is okay. Attack is good, and it's her signature set. Yeah, this one might be better, to be honest, if I can get attack, but that's alright. I'll take it in any case. So yeah, let's try another team, which was Varisa, Durin, Shivruz, Janssen. Yeah, like Varisa, Durin, Shivruz, Janssen. So yeah, we don't have Hexerai characters in that team, but yeah, definitely that team is actually, like, that team is also not bad. Oh yeah, let's do boss first. Oh, let's do boss with that team maybe. So yeah, you need like this boss for Columbina. Maybe let's try this one. I mean, this one is like, yeah.
Rubber sender! Let's light it up! Teamwork is
Decay! New life!
feeling lucky! Feeling lucky! Hiya! Ha! Cha!
Okay, like, yeah, damage is actually alright. Also, like, I started to build like some of my. You can switch Fischl instead of Ian. So actually, yes, I can, but you know what's the problem is? Like in that case, Fischl is bad for like Verisa, but good for Durin. So I will stick with Janssen. And also, like, the point is, in that case, actually, you will lose only 20% Pyro Rush Red, so it's alright. Yeah, I got it, just a second. So yeah, what you can do, like, yeah, let's try that team. Rotation is going to be like... What was the team? Verisa, Durin, Shivruz, Janssen. Okay, rotation is going to be like that. It's going to be... Where's Verisa? Just she's like low level a little bit. It's going to be Verisa. Then you need to enable Durin to get that overloaded. Then you use Shivruz. And after that, Janssen. So yeah, something like that.
Anyone need a coach?
Or use Sucrose instead of... No, I don't think Sucrose is a crazy idea, Mirak. No. It's actually bad.
Watch out!
By the way, his plunge, like that first plunge with his skill, deals some damage. It's not crazy, but you know, like, you can test. By the way, Silent got him Constellation 6 R1. I maybe will try him in Imaginarum Sera. We'll see. So yeah, rotation is going to be... Or use Sucrose. Like first we use like Verisa's skill, then Durin's burst, then skill, then Shivruz, and yeah, so yeah. And my builds is... Yeah. I don't touch my Verisa because I like Verisa a lot.
Decay! New life!
Drop your weapons! Control breathing! On my turn! Yeah! Kapow! Hero incoming! Yeah!
So yeah, if you see, like, damage is actually cool. Why, like, you know what's the point is? Like, as I mentioned, even without second Hexerai character, you can actually, like, in overloaded teams, in melt teams, in vape teams, you can, like, Durin can replace Bennett. Why? Because he has, like, personal damage, and that damage is actually pretty high. Any thought on Zabai? I like Zabai, but I don't think it's worth it to go for her. You know why is that? Let's say like that. I we saw some damage,
Oh
and
dear,
I
I'm
saw a
getting
couple millions.
thirsty.
People said that she is going to kind of like power creep mavuika, which is actually I don't believe in. You know why? Maybe people said that because of that. Oh my god, that's crazy actually. When the sun is like so, yeah. Why is that? You know why? Because as you know, like for first weeks of patch, we get test play for Constellation 6. I assume that Zabai, which with that 1 million damage, was Constellation 6 Zabai. You know, without Constellation 6, she will deal like less damage, obviously. On top of that, looks like Columbina can enable that lunar crystallize, you know, so you can actually use any of your geo characters and get some damage. Yes, Zabai is completely different. That's obvious. But again, like if you ask me in general, I like Zabai a lot. Her design is kind of like she's from HSR, you know, just insanely crazy. Maybe, by the way, just maybe I will do couple multis. I don't know exactly. Just like, yeah, you know, just test my, you know, test my luck. We'll see. Now let me try like this team, which I mentioned before. Like it's going to be like this one. Who is Durin? This team is actually pretty cool. When it comes to damage, just keep that in mind. Zabai is going to be like lunar crystallize, and also they definitely will enable like some maybe Stygian. One of the stage of Stygian definitely will be like with that lunar crystallize. Definitely keep that in mind. Also, she enables a shield, if I'm not mistaken, that crystallized shields re-enabled every time. So yeah, not a bad character. Looks pretty crazy, but when it comes to damage, again, it depends. We need some like numbers, you know, like reliable numbers, because at the moment it's only Constellation 6, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, the same thing applies to Columbina, as I know. I mean, we don't have so many damage videos so far. Maybe power creep Navia. No, like Navia, definitely Navia. Yes, definitely. She will power creep Navia, definitely. You know, yeah, because you know what the point is? Actually, Navia is... she's powerful, but why? Navia is not a geo character, you know? Navia benefits from other characters. As you notice that, so yeah, you can go like Albedo and Durin, and you can do like 300k damage. And she's pretty comfortable with that, you know? But Zabai is going to be like lunar crystallize. Yeah, like from HSR, that is true actually, yes, she looks like from HSR, and like that normal attacks when she fly away, something like that, that's crazy actually, she looks insane, not gonna lie. The other problem is her supportive character, which is Iluga, or Luga or Iluga, it's Iluga if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, that's Iluga, you need that Iluga, and the point is, if I'm not mistaken, you need him Constellation 2 to enable Serenity Pot, something like that. By the way, she also in some cases need Elemental Mastery, you know? So yeah, a little bit like, yeah, kind of like, not a bad, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm mostly hyped about Columbina now. As I mentioned, yes, she has some problems with energy. I hope they will just reduce that energy requirement from 60 to 50. That would be just crazy buff, by the way. Because if you have Constellation 0, you will struggle, even if you get her signature weapon, which might be a waste, as I mentioned, because, yeah, she's kind of like Furina, but from Nod-Krai characters. Alright, so yeah, let's try this one.
Witness the power for what? I'll settle this. Stand with me. Yeah. Lush as the moonlight. Branches a song. Let me weave you a verse. Come on! Let it dissipate! With one heart, we pray. Receive my blessing. A grave transgression.
gotta give this a little bit.
Rain outlines your fate.
No flaw!
Branches a song.
Come on, just die already. Yeah, she looks like okay. Alright, so yeah, this team.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Bow your head. Be sanctified.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Decay! New life!
Actually, this team is super cool. 60k wave damage.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mighty be humbled. The story has only just begun.
I missed the one.
Letting brave names echo!
Silence. Be sanctified.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Stay back! Decay! Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Watch out! Decay! Silence!
Yeah, I just like, my bad, I just like, it's always like that, because you need to play a couple times to get used to the timing, because whenever I used my Furina and like knew it, he gets that shield again and again, but yeah. You got the point. Actually, like, yeah, because we used to use like Shenling, but in this case, actually, like, Durin's Pyro is so reliable, so you can easily use them. You don't need energy at all. I mean, yes, like, as I mentioned, like 145, it's more than enough. Like, with 138, actually, I'm doing pretty okay, so struggling a little bit, but not so much. If I lose 50-50 on Columbina, I will save for the buy. I mean, yes, you can. Why not? Oh, by the way, you ask about the quest. That quest is like this one. It's, yeah, not this one, my bad. It's like this one. It's Durin story quest. Oh, that Wanderer cat, by the way. Okay, what's, which team left? Durin, Kinich, Sucrose, Emily. Let's try this team. I mean, it's not a great team though, like, because, okay, let's go. It's better to use not, oh yeah, we need Sucrose, unfortunately. You always just need to keep in mind that, you need second, Hexarai character. By the way, official name, if I'm not mistaken, it's Hexarai, but it's Hexenzorkel, it's Witch, whatever you call it, it's just kind of the same. So team is going to be like this one, Sucrose and Emily, maybe. You know why the team is not good? You need to adjust team artifacts in this case.
I'm quite flattered.
And you maybe need to start with Durin first.
I won't go too far.
And after that switch to, like, yeah, its rotation is going to be like maybe like that. Durin, then Swill, then Emily, and after that Kinich, something like that. So yeah, let's give it a try. Let's do that desert boss. If I lose my 50-50, okay. If you ask me, like, must have or not, it depends on your account, it depends on your characters. If you have, like, all of the Hexenzorkel character, if you want to enable it, if you want to free up your Bennett, for example, his application is crazy. I, by the way, will try Flins team as well on Tulpa. It's going to be like Flins, ineffa, Durin, and Sucrose maybe. In that case, maybe Sucrose or maybe second Pyro. Actually, it's not bad because it gives me additional 25% attack. It's actually better than Sucrose because I will get additional 35% wave and attack. It's will, yeah. Ooh. So yeah.
The story has only just begun!
Animal test 6301. Extract!
Locked on!
Let's say it's not bad, but again, yeah. Oh yeah, I used bad weapon on just a second, like yeah. Let me switch that weapon actually. This is not a great weapon. Isn't the witch buff? What?
Don't forget
Witch
to
is buff?
stay
What?
hydrated.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce. That's okay. Like you can read it actually. If I'm not mistaken, you can read it. Even witch buff isn't. It's the witch. Oh, let's say like that. It's like yeah. It's.
Stay back!
Let's say like that. They call it witch because it's like they are witches, but in general, no. It's Hexenzirkel, Hexerai buff. Oh yeah, it's like when you have low energy, it's better to use his burst first and then skill if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, in that case you can get the particle, you know.
Turning point in space! Leap!
At least
Stand clear. A little ambiance.
Target acquired.
oh wait, he disappeared immediately. Oh, by the way, he has another stuff. You know which one? If that enemy disappears, he can use his skill and he find them. You know? I mean, yeah. When he is in like that, you know, hidden mode, something. Just let me show you. Let's say we know he is here, right? But again, if you just you see, like he attacks him immediately. Yeah, it's kind of like yeah. Yeah, we know like he's like in this place. It's actually like yeah, some hidden, I don't know, tip or something. Okay. Oh, he has a little bit problem, to be honest. He's a little bit vulnerable to damage. So let's say like that. If you don't care about him, I mean so much in a fight, he can die. That is true. But again, this team is actually not so great. To be honest, why is that? Instead of going like Sucrose, why Sucrose is bad in this team? Oh, actually, no, it's not bad because you enable like Dendro Red Shed by 20%, maybe good. But yeah, I didn't like his this team actually too much. Let's try Flint's team. And let's go Bennett. You know, yeah.
Warm up complete.
Rotation is going to be like this, I guess. And yes, as you know, like this team is only like yeah for let's get some energy. I want to use him with Wanderer and mualani and maybe various. So with you can use with Wanderer because Wanderer needs one of the elements. That yeah, if you have different types of elements, you can increase his damage. As I know.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
That wasn't bad actually. Okay. Let's go Tulpa. I don't want to kill him. He's my battery. Oh, but again, like I wouldn't suggest it to go for him now. It's better to save. If you are on your, because let's say like that. I don't know about Zabai, but yeah, you have a chance to get Columbina, and the more you get, the better, you know, I mean primogems.
Defensive mode engaged. Prepare for dust up. Everybody stand back!
Okay! New life!
Observe. Close your eyes to dust.
Oh my god, let's just... I messed up a little bit. I need to like switch the characters. My bad. Yeah. Hey Yoni, Vortex finally live. What's up? I'm good, but no, I was live actually on Twitch, Yoni. I just like, yeah. But to be honest, like recently, a couple days ago, Lucas contacted me on Discord and like shows the stats, you know, like the YouTube stats, and like I didn't expect that. Like you know, like he says that like Vortex, like you are on the top of my viewers. Like I view your channel the most. And I asked him, well, like, which one is better for you, like YouTube or something? He says YouTube. So yeah, I just like started on YouTube. Okay, I don't stream too much, to be honest. You know why? Like, yeah, I have problem with my schedule, but I will try to do the streams anyway. You need Hydro? What? No, you don't need Hydro against Tulpa. Oh yeah, in this one, no, I don't want to do damage. I just want to battery off the mob.
Installation chamber.
I just want to get energy.
Let's light it up!
Be silent.
Stay back!
It's for battery. It's not for like, yeah. Hey Desta, how are you doing? Okay, let's try that Tulpa stuff.
Accelerating.
So yeah, this time is like should be better. I can use his burst immediately. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, no EM buff.
Story has only just...
The long sleep beckons. Close your eyes. Be silent.
That's so yeah, if you notice that, it's not because of Durin, but again, like Durin actually increased the damage a little bit. And you don't need second Hexerize, you know, double, like, he has his personal damage. So because of that, you get the damage, you know. And as I mentioned, you can replace Bennett easily, even without that Hexerize buff. What requested? You recommend Durin? Yoni, like, the question is like that. If you have enough Primogems to get Columbina, then you should try to go for Durin. But if you don't have enough Primogems, just skip him. And by the way, there's another second question. There's a second question about Zabai. To be honest, Zabai looks incredibly crazy. She is kind of like from HSR, you know. She looks just amazing. I maybe will, like, yeah, drop a couple multis on her. But we'll see. I don't know exactly. So if you have enough Primogems, like, yeah, go for like Durin. He definitely will be like, let's say like that, Yoni. You can check, yeah, as I mentioned, like, I placed Durin into Imaginarum Sede. So if you haven't got any of my characters, you can get that Durin and test in Imaginarum Sede, by the way. I can show you my build if you want to. By the way, Durin is pretty good with chasca, you know, like the team like that. I used to use like this team, but you can go like with like this team as well, and like Durin.
The breeze is restless today.
Yes, I'm saving my Primogem for Zabai and like Columbina, Bina, for real, Bina. They are so cool. Yeah, Zabai, I agree with you. Actually. Hey Misha, how are you doing? Vortex-sama, like, I was waiting for you on Twitch. Oh, I'm sorry, like, you know why is that, like, Misha, sorry about that. I still online, so yeah. Since Nod-Krai, I really like to test teams on Raskolnikov. But actually it's not a bad idea. You know? Let's give it a try. Actually it's a good idea. I agree with you. So yeah, that dude, like, yeah, but it's not a place to reach him, actually, like, my bad. If I'm not mistaken, this or this one is a... This one. It's a... Yeah, that is true, actually. Let's do the test. By the way, yeah, let's do a couple teams. That is true. Just a second. He's pretty tough. So yeah, the team, like Mirak told me to test, was like... This one. By the way, I enabled like Hexerite buff for Albedo. And you know what? Albedo is actually so crazy now. Just insanely crazy. And Bennett. Let's try the team like this one.
Count me in.
Okay. Do I have energy? No. Oh yeah, okay. Just a second. We can get the energy.
Use the force authorized.
Back!
Let's light it up.
Top level. Yeah. You are planning to get Durin? Oh, Misha, about me, yes. Actually, yeah. If it's a question for me, yes. Like, I was planning and I like performed all of the stuff. I usually do 2 rotation. First rotation until his shield up. Second to the... Like, yeah, just like a little bit damage. Let's just give it a test. I mean, like, I don't think I can destroy his shield with this team, you know? But let's check the damage.
Use the force authorized.
Lumber send up. Teamwork is true. Why do they never miss?
Decay! New life!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Ooh. Sorry, partner.
Watch out! Looks like violence is here!
Actually, yeah, like, you know what? Yeah, like, it's like, yeah, that shield is actually bad. Let's do, like, some, like, it's better to use, like, Inspire, like, it's like...
Oh, ow.
No, like let's say like that. If you compare with Columbina and Durin, yes, Columbina is definitely better. Because, yeah, Columbina has only one problem at the moment. It's her energy, you know? That's it. That's only her energy. Oh, but again, it depends. You know what's a problem? Like, you can consider Columbina as a Furina, to be honest. Like, the same as, like, and her signature weapon as well. You know why? If you are at low constellation, her weapon is actually not so useful. Yes, Columbina's weapon is a little bit more useful than Furina's weapon at low constellation, because it gives you some energy and also increase lunar related reaction damage. Up to 60% if I'm not mistaken, which is actually crazy. But you can easily use Prototype Amber. And like, you can use also that BP weapon. Any other HP weapons actually, like, it's okay. Columbina will directly replace Aino in Nefer team and like sometimes in Flins team, but no, it's not some. Actually, Misha, she can replace, like, she definitely will replace Aino. She definitely will replace Aino in all of the teams, but you know, like, it doesn't mean like Aino is going to be so bad. Constellation 6 Aino is actually still will be okay. The only problem with, another problem with Columbina, it's the set. Which set to use on her, because even though, you know, like, we're going to get new set in 6.3, in some cases you actually need to use different set, you know, and that's a problem, another problem, so you need to be prepared for that. Let's say like that new set for her, it's Elemental Mastery, it's not always the case. Just dodge the Fair Blade for the first rotation after, like, his shield. It's not too tough cause like he no, like this enemy actually is super annoying. You know why is that? It's better to do like in other enemies like local legends like rather than that Raskolnikov. Yeah, but yeah, that is true. Okay, bye bye Yoni, bye bye. Alright, let me do this one. Just like yeah.
Coming to be.
I'm going in! Huh?
Watch out! A turning point?
Coming at ya! Nah, hiya! Ha! This one's got your name on it! Ha! Hiya! Ha! This one's got your name on it! Hiya! Attack!
Let's light it up! Everybody stick.
Leave it to me! Okay!
No! Not me. Too.
Luckily I have Albedo now. By the way, you need like this mats for Columbina, just keep that in mind. If you want to like, yeah, I don't know, like pre-farm for her, just do it. 46 if I'm not mistaken the number is. Well, anyways, like it was seeing you live again. I don't have time today, but I will hope in the next live for sure. Okay, bye bye. Thank you very much for joining, Yanni. Thank you very much. Columbina will directly replace Aino. That is true, yeah. I'm saving books and Mora for now, along with slimes. What? Slime? Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, like let's say like that, guys. If you ask me about Columbina, I mean, I would suggest you to go for Columbina no matter what, because yeah, she can enable that lunar bloom. She can replace Nefer, by the way, you know. She also in some cases can maybe replace Flins, but it's not the case. You know why? Flins is not like Nefer. Nefer does like charge attacks, like 6 charge attacks within her rotation. Flins is a little bit different, you know. He deals like more damage with one hit than Nefer. But yeah, it also depends, you know. With his signature, as I know, like yeah, Flins like one hit is better. But yeah, Lauma also can replace Nefer in some cases, but it's not the case, because Nefer is actually like, when it comes to Lunar Bloom, Nefer is the best character in the game now. That is true. Okay, let's choose a boss actually. We can do this one. Yeah, Raskolnik was a little bit annoying actually because of that shield. Who do we have actually as a... Yeah, maybe this one. Let's try this one maybe, you know. I wish Albedo Hexenlight buff so good. Yeah, you know what, Desta, his damage actually increased from 17 to 20k to 38, 45k. Just imagine when I enable that Hexerite buff. That's crazy. And by the way, like yeah, let me show you what I actually can maybe use them like. So yeah, let's go the team like this. Let's go Furina. Let's go Nuvolet, because Nuvolet can actually enable Furina buff somehow. Let's go Albedo and Durin. A legit team, by the way, you know? Because, to be honest, I didn't expect so much damage, but it's ended up just crazy, crazy buff. I mean, that Hexerite. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, Albedo now with Constellation 0, it's slightly better than Chiori at Constellation 0, you know? I still might be wrong. The last 5 days before Columbina's release, I will start doing the Hera because it will give me the boss materials and even materials. Oh, for real? Maybe I will do the same, we'll see. How about the triangular desert boss? Oh yeah, like I did that a lot. I will do it. Let me first like do that this pile abyss.
This Brain Cutter. No, my sword.
Lightning, Jericho!
Lush as the moonlight. Branches a song. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
You on this!
Our bond is strong. By the frost moon of old. Lush as the moonlight. Receive my blessing.
Did with me!
How much time will you be streaming for now? For now, like it's about maybe 20 minutes. I can increase, by the way, if you want me to. No problem. I can do a little bit more. No problem. I tried chlorine overloaded with Durin overloaded chlorine. Visual X-ray. Raskolnikov. The power now can match the skirt of Skofir Yelan. Crazy. But yeah, that's the to be honest, like if I'm not mistaken, your Chiori is actually broken as hell. So because of that, yes, it's actually might be close, you know? Bye-bye, Mirak, bye-bye. See ya.
Boring! Isn't there anything
Alright,
else
so yeah,
more
let's try this one.
interesting to do? Strike a pose! Time to shine!
Be sanctified.
This, a turning point in space! Huh.
Settle down.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive!
Burst forth. The tides beckon.
Decay! New luck!
Bow your head. Justice is blind.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in...
Turning point in...
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Time to shine!
Leave it to me! The story has only just begun!
The tides beckon. Silence.
Not the best solution, to be honest. It's better to use xilonen, actually. Yeah, with xilonen it's way more reliable because of a buff, you know, but still you can use this team now, you know. I don't use Chiori on that team. I like saying use it. Okay, no problem, Destiny. I will check that. It's okay, don't extend if you like. No, that's alright. I mean, I can extend for 30 minutes. Because it's late for you, not for me. It's going to be yeah, that's okay. By the way, if you want me to test some teams with Durin, guys, just write in the chat, no problem. I recently did but by the way, Arlecchino team with Durin is crazy as hell. Especially with Sucrose. Yeah. That's just insane team. Arlecchino, actually, in my opinion, she won the most because she can be played in overloaded teams with Durin, and she can be played in pyro teams with Durin, pure pyro team. You know which one? Like this one. Bennett, Durin, and Lanyan. Even though you don't enable his pyro rest shred, this team is still okay, you know, like this one. Let me give it a try. Yeah, unfortunately, I need to pass that first boss again. That albedo unbreakable flower is good. Yeah, sub DPS. It's crazy. And you know, the numbers, just imagine, it's close to 50k. And I will show you my build though. You know, his build, just a second. His build is trash. I used geo damage bonus, that is true, but 63, 132, or 250, which is actually not okay because you now, if I'm not mistaken, you need 3k defense. And also, when it comes to artifacts, it's 2-piece. It's not even 4-piece husk. Unfortunately, I don't have pretty good 4-piece husk. I can, let's Yeah, I will do the test later. So I can 4-piece, but without geo damage bonus, unfortunately. I want to see Arlecchino show me. Oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, you just tell me the team. If this team is okay, I will continue. But I will switch to Sucrose Durin team as well.
Body and mind. Ring cutter. No, my sword.
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Branch into song. Receive my blessing. Witness the power of the rock. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Good one! Rocket! Stand with me!
For the everlasting forest. Lush as the moonlight.
Our bond is strong!
Receive my blessing.
Can you show me the best team for Durin that you already tried? The best team for Durin, to be honest, you know what? The best team for Durin, unfortunately, I don't have Chevreuse Constellation 6 to test it out completely, but if I'm not mistaken, the best team for Durin is going to be like... It's Arlecchino, Chevreuse, Fischl, Durin. It's a great team. It's Sucrose, Durin, Bennett, Arlecchino. Oh, not Bennett, my bad. It's Sucrose, Citlali, Durin, Arlecchino. So these two teams, because when it comes to other teams like Burning, Burgeon, or like I didn't test Burgeon because you can use Lauma, Durin on the same team to do Burgeon actually. I tried Burning with Kinich. I didn't like it. Even though he can reshred Dendro, I assume that Dendro is for Burgeon, not for Burning, you know? Because Burning, if I'm not mistaken, it's still Pyro. It's not an Arlecchino melt. Yeah, oh. Arlecchino Overloaded, interesting. Yeah, Arlecchino Overloaded is just crazy because you have Fischl. And Fischl, by the way, as you know, with Hexerai can give you kinda like buff like Chevreuse. As you know, like it's not for all characters, it's 55% attack buff for Hexerai characters, for Durin especially. So yeah, let's try this one first.
Laid back.
Teamwork is strength!
A turning point in fate!
Overrule! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
A turning point in fate!
Let them fly!
Laid back.
I'm going in!
Stay back! The story has only...
Up and away!
To be honest, I like this team a lot. Even though this team is not so like an Arlecchino melt. 160k, but it's like, let's say like that. It's like Arlecchino's damage, but Durin also like do some damage, you know? So because of that, team is good. So now let's try melt team, which is going to be like this one. So cross. By the way, today I tried like this team, like Bennett, Sucrose, and Citlali, right? And like this team with Durin. This team is better because, as I mentioned, like Durin can replace Bennett when it comes to damage, and since Bennett for Arlecchino only gives buff but not healing, you actually can completely replace him, you know? In this case, you don't need that damage, you know? You don't need that healing. Yeah, again, that boss, annoying one. Sucrose will make that team perform better. Yes, you know why? Oh, like, let me show you why. I mean, like, by the way, like this, if you have sucrose, I would suggest you to like level up that sucrose. Why is that? If you go as a team, like, oh, let me just find my Arlecchino. I'm sorry, I'll tell you. So yeah, what's the point is,
An insurmountable
if you
problem,
check team
I presume.
buffs, bonuses, you see that like activated Hexarai. Like sucrose has its own buffs, which is increase your damage, by the way. Yes, if you don't have like all of the constellations, you can check like it's here, right? This one, view details, and you can see like this one. So yeah, Hexarai will give you some damage, and Constellation 6 gives you additional damage, you see? So it's about the additional 8%, not so significant, but again, it's something. It's about 20%, why not, you know? When it comes to Durin though, so yeah, you get up to, like, this one is not okay, because like Pyro Red Shredding and 75%, which is actually like, yeah, for Melt and Vape only. So yeah, for Arlecchino it's not, yeah, it's not for Arlecchino. My sucrose is level 70 now. I used her for Flins team in last season. Oh, by the way, it doesn't matter like the level. Oh no, it matters actually. You need to be level 70 to do that witch homework. Just keep that in mind. But you're okay. Just keep like just enable her. You know why? It's not because of Sucrose herself. It's because of Durin. Because you enable Durin's additional pyro red shredding.
Body and mind, let me weave you a verse. No, my sword!
Lightning purified! Dip!
Branch into song. Receive my blessing. Lush as the moon. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Go claw!
With one heart, we pray. Branch into song. Receive my blessing. Let me weave you a verse. No, my
You're gone!
Branch into song.
Hey Lucas, how are you doing? My sucrose, yeah, sucrose is level 7. Okay, so yeah, let's try this one. This one is going to be like, you will do Durin, then sucrose to swirl. The only problem with this team, you know what's the problem with this team? The problem is sucrose, because you swirling, and if you kill the enemy quick enough, you need to swirl again. That's a problem, but yeah, well, just like, yeah.
Change! New life!
You two! Time to...
Transfix! The turning point in space!
Animal hypostasis, show no mercy! Xilonen,
Laid bare. The turning point in space!
get to work! Suffer the wrath of...
It's like pretty good team actually. Vortex, I'm guaranteed. Should I pull for ineffa or should I save for Varka? I'm planning. No, actually, like, to be honest, neither of them. Go for Columbina. Because you know why? Columbina is definitely will be just like, let's say like that. If you don't have Flins, he can somehow replace Flins. If you don't have Nefer, she can somehow replace like Nefer as well. So yeah, like also she can replace Zabai in some cases, maybe, you know. That's the, if you, by the way, I lost Durin weapon for Venti. Now, boy, I don't have Venti. I'm planning give it official. What do you think about that? Yes, you can, but keep that in mind, like stringless is actually like the stringless, it's the best choice if you have enough crit rate, crit damage stuff. But yeah, why not? Crit damage is okay. The only problem again, like since like, you know why is that? I mean, she needs crit rate. If you can fulfill her crit rate requirements, then yes, you can give that weapon. That weapon is not bad. When it comes to Durin's weapon, I maybe, you know, like I didn't went for weapon. You know why? I used like Jade Cutter. Oh, let me show my build, by the way. So yeah, I used Jade Cutter. He is like double crowned already, and 6 for his normal, which is actually a waste. Maybe it depends, because you know why? His charge attack when you use C6 Bennett, it's okay, but it's not crazy. I will show you the team. When it comes to artifacts, I use 2-piece, and his overall build is kind of like 80 to 247. It's not bad. Unfortunately, a little bit less energy recharge, so yeah, I'm a little bit struggling, but it's alright. I mean, in general, it's okay. And also with double pyro, I can get up to 2.7k attack. Let me show you the different team. You know which one? So yeah, the team is going to be like this. It's Bennett. Oh my god, just a second.
Gonna be epic.
Let's do that triangle boss. Oh yeah, it's okay, but you know what's the problem is, like let's say like that. Numbers are okay, but it's better to use different sets. I use 2-piece, Shiminawa and Glad set, but if you ask me, it's better to use like 2-piece Noblesse and 2-piece Crimson. In my opinion, it's the best set for him. Second best one is 4-piece Noblesse. Third one is 4-piece Emblem. But Emblem is depends. I don't think you will give him like 200 energy recharge. It's make no sense. I mean at Constellation 0. So yeah, if you have 150 or something, it's better to use Noblesse. Noblesse also can buff your teammates, by the way.
Thirsty.
Like I say, want Flint's team. Oh, Lucas, you know, like I have Nefer Lauma. You have Nefer Lauma, but you know what? Oh, I would suggest you to go for Columbina anyway, like Lucas. You know why is that? It's because Columbina is going to be like extremely broken. And she can enable any, like, I don't know what to say, but I would suggest you to go for it. I would suggest you to, in any case, I would suggest you to go for Columbina. Yeah, definitely. I mean, ineffa is crazy, not gonna lie. I like my favorite team for Overworld now. It's like Chasca.
Off we go.
Now it's Aino, but I will switch Aino. Flins and ineffa, that is true. But again, like Columbina going to be crazy. Skill talent level 8? Enough? No. You know why, Desta?
Ow.
What ER do we need to build Durin? For Durin, you need about, like, let's say like that, for comfortable play, 145 is more than enough. Even with 1 pyro, 145 is more than enough. With 2 pyro, actually 140, 135 is enough. So it's like that. He doesn't need so much energy requirement. That's the, when it comes to talents, I would suggest you to crown it. You know why? With level 9, you get 30 energy regeneration. With level 8, it's about 28 or 27. You know, it's not about damage, keep that in mind. You level up his talent, like his skill, only because of that energy regeneration. So that's it. Because the point is, you will decrease your energy requirements. It's pretty crucial in Stygian Onslaught. That's the point. The only point for that. So damage is actually like 20k, something like that. It's not a huge damage. And yeah, you know what, guys? If you finish his witch homework, you actually can get another outfit. That is crazy. I didn't know that. I just got it today. I will do the video tomorrow. That is actually insane. You see, like, it's completely different. So yeah, it looks cool. We need to crown his skill for the energy node. Yeah, definitely. Like, only because of that. Let's say like that. I still would suggest you to do that. You know why? As you know, like in 6.3, we're going to get new set. That set doesn't give us any energy. So let's say like if you used to use emblem set, you will lose 20 energy recharge, you know? So yeah, just keep that in mind. So like it's better to crown that stuff, his skill.
Each day is a new page in my story.
I know Columbina is
I
a
want to
must pull,
savor
but
every
I will.
scene, every
I want
footnote before I turn to the next one.
Rerun same. No, I wouldn't suggest you to do that. You know why? Again, I don't know when we're going to get ineffa. To be honest, if I'm not mistaken, it's possible that we will get ineffa in 6.3. Yes, because it's a time, or maybe within Varka. It's also possible. But yeah, Varka is crazy actually. I want to get Varka as well. And you know what, guys? Maybe Varka is going to be Noctrai character. So it's in his... Yeah, it's kind of like built-in skin, yes. You just need to finish it, Destin, and you will get it. That's crazy. You see, by the way, it's completely different. Not completely, but yes, it's different. If you see that the colors, etc. I will do the video about that. Looks crazy. I didn't know that, but yeah. I noticed Durin crystal is glowing on Hexerai quest. Oh, Hexerai quest. Oh yeah, I don't remember that, to be honest. But yeah, maybe he is glowing. But and you know what? You can change it. At the moment, I use kind of his light skin.
I mean, take a stroll.
His dark skin is, in my opinion, better. So yeah, let me show you this team.
Teamwork is strict. Fulfill our pact. Xilonen, it's tough.
Power and claw! Stay!
The point is, using Sitlali, if you notice the damage, 346, and yeah, when he is in like DPS mode, he's doing something like that, you know? The point is, in this team, using Durin, you will get less damage rather than using Sitlali. That's interesting, but it is what it is. So because of that, like, yeah, in my opinion, if you fight against like single target, you can use either his supportive mode or DPS mode. It's actually not a huge difference when single target. When multiple targets, I would suggest you to use only supportive mode. But yeah, if you notice that the damage is cool, and by the way, my build is actually terrible as hell. Like 45, 79, and she uses like this set. Yeah, that's additional damage, but with Noblesse you can get about 500, maybe better. Ah. I noticed Durin crystal is glowing on... Okay, so yeah, let's try maybe something else. I don't know like what to do, to be honest. Oh yeah, we still have like, yeah, this left. Maybe let's do at least some domain, because you know, like I'm still on my... I like Durin, I like Flins a lot. I don't know why, but for me at the moment, Flins has the best... I would say best kit in the game, because he's so crazy to play. Recently I did some like slightly upgrade for him. Like I got this piece. Not a crazy one, but yeah, it gives attack and yes. So yeah, let's do a couple Durin stuff, a couple Flint stuff. And also don't forget about books, don't forget about weapons if you want to go for Columbina weapon. I wouldn't suggest you to go for Columbina weapon, to be honest. If you have Constellation 0, it's still up to you. Have you tried Durin black mode? I mean, you mean like DPS? Yeah. Do you think it's usable? Yes, it's usable. When you fight against multiple, when you fight against single targets, actually, I'd say using his black mode is not a bad idea. The only problem is, as you know, like when you fight in supportive mode, he applies pyro every 2 seconds. When you fight in his DPS mode, black mode, he applies pyro every 2.5 seconds. So it's actually his application time like kind of increased a little bit. Oh, so yeah, it depends. I can check the same team, but with his supportive set again, with Sitlali, we can check the difference. Let me first do this one. Oh, that's okay. Black mode, dark mode, it's okay. No need to like, yeah, that's completely okay. I got the point. You know, like you can say white mode and black mode, you can say light mode and dark mode. It's kind of the same. Not a big deal.
Let's light it up! Going in! Absorption test. Enhanced test. Get to work! Suffer the wrath!
Stay back! Okay!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Teamwork is dreamwork. Fulfill our pact. Xilonen, it's pop.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Yeah,
Stand
just
clear. Let's light it up.
Leave it to me!
Everybody stand. Swirl. Mark 2. Get to work.
The story has only just begun!
This wild hunter's actually so annoying. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? Now, recently, to be honest, my luck in domains are so terrible, so I decided to level up some of my characters, you know. So yeah, let's try the same team, but I will use his supportive mod, you know, light mode. Since it's a Durin is the first character with that
dear,
stuff,
I'm
I mean
getting
light
thirsty.
and dark mode.
Leave it to me!
Oh yeah, I don't need that. So yeah, let's try it.
Adventure.
I think earlier I saw you play Flins with Durin. Oh yeah, they work. I will show you the team, no problem. I updated my new wallet build today. I will check that, no problem. Yeah, to fight that wild hunter enemy. But yeah, you know what? There's another team. Like... Oh, let's check that. In my opinion, I just like, you know, like, don't get me wrong when I just say something maybe not okay-ish, but still, 28 is bad. Just keep that in mind. 28, it's not okay. Alright, this one is actually, numbers are crazy. Energy recharge is not okay as well. You know what, I like Pikmin, I tested New Bullet with this weapon, and I tested New Bullet with Prototype Amber. And actually Prototype Amber is better, you know? Why is that? Because Prototype Amber is actually more consistent. Prototype Amber, if you have Furina, can give you more particle back and can heal you more, which actually increase the damage you get out of Furina. That's at first place. Also, it's more consistent than this one. You know why? 10 seconds buff every 30 seconds. It's actually terrible, you know? It's not even rotation. You lose a lot of damage. Especially, let's say, if you get damage buff, that is crazy. But if you get EM or like attack is completely inconsistent, you know, like, yeah, it's kind of, you can delete it. So yeah, let's check artifacts. Oh, I will show you my team. I would suggest you to go for HP, but it's still up to you. I use HP crit. You know why? Because the more HP he has, the more damage he deals, you know? And it's a little bit difficult to get Hydro, to be honest. Maybe because of that. This one is crazy. This one is actually really good. Oh my god, that's nice. 14 to 14. I'm saving for his weapon. Also, I really like using this weapon on my damage. It's still good. Yeah, okay, like it's kind of up to you. If you're okay with this build, it's then keep it. But what I would change, if you ask me, increase HP, definitely. Let me show you my build just real quick, if you don't mind. By the way, I can place him in showroom. You can check it by yourself. So yeah, you see that max HP is 40k. I use like prototype Amber. By the way, rank actually matters not so much. With rank 5, yeah, you kind of get more particle. It's 6 if I'm not mistaken, or 8, I don't remember exactly. But again, yes, it matters a little bit. But it's craftable weapon, by the way, free to play. When it comes to artifacts though, so yeah, it's kind of the same. I mean, it's Mercy Hunter, HP, and crit damage. And overall, like here, I have 44 plus 40 from, plus 36 from the set, 254 and 140. Because energy recharge is, you know why? Without energy recharge, using new wallet, it's a nightmare. It's actually so bad. Oh, by the way, you know what? I didn't check your constellation. If you have constellation 1, actually, it's maybe like okay. No, you don't have one. But again, if you're okay with that build, just keep it. No need to change. His weapon actually can help you with energy requirements. You know why? Let's say like that. Without his weapon, you need about 140, 135. With weapon, actually 115 to 120 is okay. And also, like, Desta asked me something. Yeah, fight with the wild hunters. Oh yeah, about wild hunters. Just a second. I can try with HP weapon though, because his crit damage is already very high. Yeah, that is true. Actually, you know why? Let's say like that. If you went for his weapon,
Benny's adventure team.
you will overcap that. Let's say, I would suggest you to not overcap crit damage. You know why? No need to go for more than 300. Since his weapon gives you 88, if I'm not mistaken, you definitely will go more than that. So I would suggest to lower this in a little bit if you can. So yeah, HP might be okay. It's actually a good option, and it's more consistent. So yeah, about this thing. Now I will try to use his supportive mod.
Going in! Absorption test! You two! Time to...
It's a little bit less damage, you know? It's a little bit less damage, and it's noticeable actually. Let's try it again, because you know what's the problem is? She doesn't have like Citlali. What? She doesn't have crit rate. I mean, Citlali doesn't have enough crit rate. If I wanted to make my new wallet extra good, should I pull Citlali for him? No. Citlali is actually downgrade for him. You know why? Let's say like that. His best in slot team is not with Citlali. It's either Kazuha. You know? It's not Citlali. Citlali, yes. Citlali reshredding Hydro for 20 by 20%. With Citlali is more comfortable to play when you can freeze the enemies, but in general it's downgrade for your damage. It's not an upgrade. So yeah, the team is like Nuvolet, Furina, Xilonen, and Kazuha is better than Nuvolet, Furina, Xilonen, and Citlali. Just keep that in mind. And by the way, no matter what you use, because what you're gonna use, Xilonen can use like supportive set as well, you know, Cinder City, and Citlali can use the same set, you know, so it makes no sense. But Kazuha can use Vivi set, and he can swirl, so because of that you definitely will get more damage.
Watch out!
Now let's try it again, but yeah, looks like
we go.
that's like it's an answer for your question. When you fight, as I noticed that as well. When you fight, yes, it depends on the teams, but if you have like Cryo or Pyro or Hydro on your team, it's better to use Durin's black or dark mod, you know, DPS mod. But if you don't have that, it's supportive mode. It's actually okay because it's not spell damage. Damage is different.
Everybody stand! Animal test 6308. At source, fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath of E-Fleet!
The story has only just...
Yeah! Sha! 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 Sha!
Watch out!
Let's light it up!
Get some energy
Adventure
back.
time!
Let's light it up!
Leave it to me!
Okay. Let's try with DPS mod. If I wanted to make like on my alt account, I use Durin dark mode with mualani for him to apply pyro, since I barely got any characters there. Like it works, or yeah, it works like definitely good. Actually, if you have higher constellation characters, Durin is actually crazy for mualani. It's the best in slot, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, yeah, it's Silence told me about that. So yeah, if you have constellations, so yeah, it's better to use Durin. But if you don't have any other options, Durin is still okay for mualani. Why mualani is at low constellation is better with mavuika? Because of Night Soul Burst stuff, you know. And if you know how it works, if you have 3 characters on your team, that Night Soul Burst decreased down to 9 seconds, you know. If you 1 characters, it's 18 seconds, 2 characters is 15 seconds, and 3 characters it's 9 seconds. So just keep that in mind. That's why it's better to use mavuika at low constellation, but if you don't have any, then Durin is okay option.
Adventure time!
Teamwork is strict! Show no mercy! Not you two!
Thunder! The abyss is burning!
Yeah!
Yeah, you see, like damage has actually increased by a lot. See, 150k easily. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, let's say like that, Desta. If you play against single target and you have like any wave, any Hydro and Cryo on your team, then yes, use Durin buff or Durin's DPS mod, like dark mod. It's obviously better damage. Alright, so yeah, what we should do. Pikmin, if you want me to test like couple teams, because I tried couple teams, actually New Bullet is okay with Durin as well, you know? He's actually pretty cool. Arlecchino, I liked Arlecchino the most. We can try and maybe like overload a team actually, you know? Let's give it a try. But with ineffa, you know? And team is going to be like that. It's going to be Arlecchino. And ineffa. So yeah, rotation is going to be like this. First team, yeah, it's again my lovely Aino team. Damn. 150k? Oh, yeah, 150k, but it's not a max. You know why? As I mentioned, my Citlali's build is terrible. Yeah, it's better to go for Noblesse. Maybe something like that, you know? Or maybe some... Golden Troop is also maybe okay. But yeah, it's Noblesse and yeah, it's Noblesse.
Witness the power of Guwa. Huh? No, my sword. Dissipate. I'll settle this. Lush as the moonlight. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your
Ding dong, water bomb!
Our bond is strong. For the everlasting forest.
Dead with me!
Branch into song.
Out of my way!
So yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, Arlecchino overloaded teams. Okay, let's give it a try.
Trent, cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Final warning!
Leave it to me! Decay! The story has only just... Go on. Laid bare, preparing for dust up. Defensive mode engaged. Drop your weapons! Leave it to me! The story has only just... This is where you fall. Overruled.
It's okay. You know, not a bad damage, but again, just keep that in mind, it's without Fischl. You know what, let's try with Fischl. The damage is satisfying, but it's not okay. You know why is that? Because when you don't use second Hexerai character, you just like, you lose his damage. I mean, you lose Durin's damage, Durin's Hexerai buff. The only problem is, I don't know if it's okay to use Fischl, because Fischl is actually... Yeah, keep that in mind, my Chevreuse is Constellation 2 only, so yeah, I cannot benefit from that 60, but she gives up to 55%. By the way, that like this stuff, you can check the character talents, go for this one, view details, and you can check what she gives. Actually, it's crazy, and you know why? 22.5%. All nearby party members triggers overloaded reaction. Fischl and other nearby active party members will get attack increase. On top of that, that is doubled if you are with Hexerai buff, and it goes for your Hexerai character, you know. Alright, so yeah, now let's try this one. Yeah, I need to finish first boss again.
Witness the power of Guwa.
Lightning purified!
Receive my blessing. Lush as the moonlight. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Go claw! Ding dong!
Lay the thrust on the bowl. Branches a song.
Our bond is strong.
Rain, I let my guard down. Lush as the moon.
Transfix.
Shadow Raven.
The story has only just...
Overrule. Odds revealed. Stop right there.
A turning point? Transfix.
Wings of darkness.
Drop your weapons. A turning point?
So yeah, if you notice, like, it's way more, like, it's not so comfortable, but when it comes to damage, it's better. You know? So yeah, when it comes to, like, when you use, like, so I'm not going to continue. That Hexarai actually gives you more buff. So yeah, like, if you use one of the Hexarai characters, you can go, like, Sucrose maybe, but it's not going to be, overloaded. And also don't forget about that, if you have Constellation 6 Chevreuse, you actually can do way more better damage. This one will increase the damage like Electro and Pyro by 60%, which is actually crazy. And don't forget to enable that Hexarai for your characters. Alright guys, so yeah, that was Arlecchino. Glass cannon, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that team is actually, if you have Chevreuse, Constellation 6, Fischl Constellation 6, and Durin. By the way, Durin's constellation in that case, yes, it matters, of course, but yeah, even Constellation 1 is okay. The only problem is Arlecchino's survivability. Yeah, as you know, like, yeah, you need to kind of like use her burst maybe within a fight, because yeah, she gets some damage. But in general, yes, that team is crazy. Just insane. That overloaded team's just insane. Especially, you know why is that? It's because of Fischl, I would say. Because Fischl really, like, now Fischl is like maybe among 4 stars. Just imagine, she gives up to 55% attack buff, you know? That's insane. It's kind of like Chevreuse. Okay, maybe we will do... Yeah, we can. Let's do one more artifacts, maybe. Can you review my new wallet, Nefer, Flins, and Durin work? Yes, of course I can. Just a second. Oh yeah, it's like just a second.
Oh, ow. Where did that come from?
Okay.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Oh my god, that Bennett is actually... Okay. Who was that? Just a second. Newlet, Nefer, Flins, and Durin. By the way, about the level, just keep him at level 80 plus. That's it. You don't need to level him up. I did that. You know why? I saw that his melt and vape is going to be crazy. But unfortunately, you know, you can use his charge with Bennett Constellation 6, yes, maybe, but I wouldn't suggest you to do that. So yeah, if you want to use his dark mode, yes, just keep his burst, and you can actually switch to another character. You will be alright with that. Actually, even Rosa should work, you know, pretty fine, because Rosa, or you can go maybe like New Chon Yun stuff, you know, like New I don't know, like yeah, like it's a lot of variation, to be honest, with Durin. 63, like, oh, you use 4 piece, okay, 142. So if you use like a second pyro, you increase that. So yeah, this attack increase, because you know why, the base attack you need for him, it's 2.6k. Just keep that in mind to enable his own buffs. But the more you have, the better. Yeah, he's alright. I mean, you can use like 4-piece emblem. You know why? But again, just keep that in mind. From 4-piece emblem, you get like 25% plus about like 12% damage buff, something like that. You know. So it's about like 37 damage buff. It's out of his energy. But again, that's, if you ask me, just keep him like this. You know why? If you ask, let's say like that, if you have enough energy recharge, you can keep it at level 8. Because yeah, farming the books, it's a nightmare, I know. Oh, you got his weapon as well. Congrats. Actually, if in this case, his weapon gives you some particle back, if I'm not mistaken. So crit damage from the elemental burst is increased by 16. His opponent's blade, like yeah. Attack is increased by 20 nearby. Additional party. Oh no, he did. So yeah, you don't get any. You don't get any. So far, Durin needs to level up skill more. Books farming is not. Yeah, books farming is actually terrible, because the problem is like you need 16 gold books. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's why I farm for Columbina. And by the way, I did the same for Durin as well back then. But yeah, if you ask, let's say like that, for energy would be nice. You know, the problem is Stygian. If you don't care about Stygian so much, then keep it at level 8. But if you care, then I would suggest to level it up. But yeah, overall, he's alright, actually. And I wouldn't suggest you to change something. If you can give him Noblesse or 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Crimson, it's better. Keep that in mind. If you can fulfill his energy requirements, because, you know, like without 2-piece, as you know, like 2-piece emblem gives you additional 20% energy. So like you have only 122. It's not enough. Yeah, because you know why, I have 138, and in some cases I notice that I need about 145-ish, something like that. Nefer. Oh, Nefer is crazy, actually. Yeah, I know that. Like, yeah, because like that weapon gives you 88.2 like crit damage. That's crazy. And yes, no need to go more than that, because you know, like yeah, more than 300s, because it's a waste. About Elemental Mastery, it's a little bit low, actually. No, it's alright. Yeah, you don't have substats EM, that's why, I see. That's alright. I mean, if you can get something better, like with EM, would be nice. Because you know why? Her charge attacks fully scales on Elemental Mastery. Her burst scales on attack as well. But attack is not okay for her, because main source of her damage is her charge attacks. I mean, like, kinda consider it be a skill, but yeah, it's charge attacks. If you can increase that, would be nice. So yeah, you have like 2 artifacts without any Elemental Mastery substat. And by the way, just saying, level doesn't matter for that lunar as well. You know why? I tried ineffa. People said back then that ineffa's level makes sense, like yeah, level 90. It actually doesn't completely. So yeah, it was a waste for me. Like 80 actually, let's say like that. If I'm not mistaken, for lunar, 80 plus is completely okay. My Mora also, oh my god, yeah. Mora is like, yeah. Unfortunately, Mora is like, I care about Stygian, so I think like, yeah. In that case, yes, it's better to level up. I think before EM, should I improve crit rate first because it's too low? Oh, you mean like, you get 30% from this one. Yeah, would be nice to increase a little bit crit rate, not gonna lie. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this weapon gives you 8, right? No, you don't need to. You know why? If you use Lauma, you don't have Lauma? What? Do you have Lauma? You don't need to, like, yeah, you know why? Because you get from Lauma a little bit crit rate from Lauma, so yeah, you don't need to. Actually, you can lower her crit damage a little bit if you can and give more AM. You know why? Because if you use Lauma, you get additional 10% crit rate and 20% crit damage. So yeah, I have just not shown it from artifacts. Oh yeah, I forgot we got 40. It's... Oh, it's 40 or 30. Oh yeah, it's 40, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Just a second. No, it's 30 actually. No, it's 30% crit rate. It's 30, but again, like you get additional from Lauma. If you have Lauma, I don't know if you have Lauma, but yeah, if you have Lauma and you use her... Yeah, you see that? Moon Sign Ascendant, you get additional 10% crit rate and 20% crit damage. Don't forget about that. So actually, your crit rate is fairly enough. You don't need more than that, if you ask me. But Elemental Mastery, you need EM. A little bit more if you can. Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, like 30, not 40. But yeah, in general, you were right. Actually, it's 40. So like your crit rate is actually okay. So it's like plus 40, you have like 95 crit rate. It's okay. Your crit damage is also okay, but keep that in mind, plus 20, it's 324. You low it's a little bit on EM. If you can increase that, would be nice. Flins. I like Flins a lot, to be honest. Oh my god, that's crazy. 150, in my opinion, is a lot. Yeah, it depends on you, because you know why? You get some particle for this. But yeah, you know what I would suggest you to do, to be honest? If you can, if you like Flins, go for his Constellation 1. Because with that amount of energy recharge, with his weapon, you can actually use his mini burst way more often, you know? Like, yeah, as you know, like, it's decrease, it reduces mini burst skill usage from 6 seconds to 4. If you can, like, I mean, like, it's not like something. So find more EM subs. Yeah, definitely, Desta. For Nefer, it's definitely, you need to go like for more EM. Because you know why? You need 800 elemental mastery. Yes, you get some buff from artifacts, etc., something like that. But more you have on Nefer, more damage. You will see that, by the way, you know? So yeah, and her damage increased significantly if you get more elemental mastery. So yeah, when it comes to Flins though, like, let me say, like, yeah, it's a little bit low EM if you ask me, but yeah, you have his signature, you have pretty, yeah, it's enough actually, plus 30 from set. Attack is like, yeah, energy recharge is high enough because yeah, you get some particle from weapon. Yeah, he's alright. I mean, what can I say? Like his signature weapon, he's okay. I don't think I feel I need like his, because like my ineffa or, oh, okay, I got it. That is true. So yeah, like if ineffa, like ineffa does actually field damage, pretty cool. I just like Flins, to be honest, because of that. And I'm considering either to go for his weapon or his Constellation 1. The only problem is, you know what is that? Oh, when you go for constellation, you get that reduced up to, like down to 4 seconds, which is cool, but you only get 8 elemental energy, which is actually not enough. You know, you need a little bit more energy recharge to be able to use that mini burst 3 times. That might be a problem. His weapon kinda fix that problem because it gives you some energy. You see that it gives you 12 energy. So yeah, let's say like combination C1 R1, it's actually the best now. By the way, for most of the latest characters, C1 R1 is a crazy combination, you know. It was like Durin, this one, and oh, Neuvillette. I don't know why you don't level this one up. You know why? Actually, I would suggest you at least, like, let's say like that. Leveling up his burst and skill make no sense, but I would suggest you to level up his normal, because as you know, like, it's charge attack. His build is crazy. Damn, bro, it's like, not exactly, but you can say it's exactly 100%. That's insane. 284. You don't need so much energy recharge because, yeah, you get additional damage, and you can, if I'm not mistaken, no, you can't, but yeah, that weapon gives you enough. So yeah, that weapon gives you something. I don't think I feel so. Talent enough? Oh yeah, just a second. Talent enough? You mean like Flint's talent? Actually, yes, Flint's talent is enough. You know why? As you know, like, main source of his damage comes out of his mini burst. So you need to level up, crown this one. When it comes to skill, keep it at level 8. It's not significant damage. Yeah, Flins is very easy, like, to, and fun. Yeah, I like Flins a lot. By the way, Vortex, like, what's your favorite Genshin character? Oh yeah, my Navia might get buff next patch. Hey Epic, oh, I don't know about Navia, to be honest. Like, let's say like that. If you consider lunar crystallize, then yes. But to do that, you need to go for Columbina. You know, without Columbina, as you know, like, Columbina enables that crystallize by herself. So you don't need like any other Nod-Krai Geo character. So if you go for Columbina, yes, she definitely will get some buff. But if you skip her, then yeah, no buff whatsoever. I mean, yes, she gets something within her weapon, within her talents, etc. But again, you need to enable that lunar crystallize reaction. If you cannot enable it, you will not get any buff whatsoever. I send you a DMS. Okay, I will accept that, Epic, no problem. Genshin Navia might get, so yeah, definitely. By the way, Vortex, what's your about my favorite character? If you ask me, I'm not a huge fan about lore, to be honest. I don't read that manga, etc., or something like that. Yeah, I'm a little bit lazy, maybe. But my favorite character is Yelan. It's a 5-star. When it comes to 4-star, it's Rosa. It's Rosaria. I also like Albedo, to be honest, a little bit, but it's like that. So yeah, it's Yelan, Rosa, and maybe Albedo. Running low on crowns and Mora. I want to crown Neuvillette. Oh yeah, like, I would suggest you know why, Desta, if you like Neuvillette, then yes, definitely you need to crown this one, because you know why, you definitely will get more damage, because main source of his damage is charge attack. I wouldn't suggest you to do this one. If I'm not mistaken, for me it's 6/6, because it's not a huge amount of damage. It's kind of like some damage, you know. Yeah, Rosaria actually, it's like, I like Rosaria a lot, because you know why? Even though she looks kind of like a little bit dark person or something like that, she is actually extremely friendly, and like, yeah, like, she's extremely friendly. I remember that, like, yeah, I did a couple videos about her. Yeah, she's cool. Running low. And yes, by the way, guys, like Epic Rat Boy says that we will get like Navia buff. It's not directly Navia buff, it's lunar crystallize. And yes, within all, mostly all of the Geo characters, you get some like buffs, you know. But again, you need to enable that. To enable it, you need either Columbina on your team, or you need to go to double that ascendant like gleam, you know. Alright, so yeah, let me switch to the game. That was it, right? Like, just a second, let me check which characters you told me to check. So yeah, Durin, Nefer, Flins, and Durin. So yeah.
Good things come to those who don't wait around.
Will my
That's what they say
theory
anyway.
become stronger?
Knowing my
About
luck,
that, yes,
the
but you know
opposite
what?
is probably
Like, again, as I mentioned, like, she will be, but with Columbina. You're welcome, Desi, you're welcome, no problem. Yes, let's say like that. Mostly all of the Geo characters will get some buff. It's because of lunar crystallize, but again, just keep that in mind. You need to enable that lunar. It's kind of the same like lunar charge, you know. Like, let's say like that. If you use Aino, Ineffa, and Fischl gets some buff because of like some of her attacks will convert, like not some of them, my bad. All of the attacks will convert into lunar charge, you know. So because of that, she gets some buff. And the same thing is going to like will go for Geo crystallize, lunar crystallize. Okay. Oh, yeah, another team which actually pretty cool. It's Chasca. I use Aino. Why? Because she's a Claymore character and she's useful in Overworld. That's my kind of like. And by the way, don't forget about Mizuki. Mizuki actually with Flins is extremely crazy. If you build Mizuki correctly with weapon, etc., something like that, and also if you have some constellations, just insane damage, crazy damage. And the last one is like this one.
I know. Present.
I also attempt like for Durin, like and Columbina cons. I'm very weak to support cons. To be honest, like if you ask me, I would rather to go for, if you ask me, go for, if you want to go for constellation, go for constellation 2 Columbina and her signature weapon. With constellation 2, you can enable her weapon potential. Just keep that in mind. Yeah. When it comes to Durin though, I don't know. Actually, you know, like let's say like that. As a supportive character with higher constellation, definitely he's better. But I would suggest, let's say like that, if you don't know which constellation to go for, Columbina or Durin, I would suggest to go for Columbina. Why? Because Columbina will increase damage not only for non-Nod-Krai characters, but for Nod-Krai characters as well. She can single-handedly enable all of the lunar reaction, at least the reactions we have at the moment, which is lunar, electro, and crystallize. And also you will get increased damage. And damage actually, you know what? Actually damage increased by a lot. Let me say how much is increased by constellations. So yeah, her constellation 2 will increase her damage. Just a second. Will increase her damage by 42%, which is actually crazy. So yeah, let's say like that. When it comes to her personal damage, like Constellation 1 will increase her damage by up to 30% self-damage and about like 2% team-wide damage, 2 to 5%. When it comes to Constellation 2, it's about like 45% self-damage and about like 50% team-wide damage, you know? So Constellation 2 is crazy, just insanely crazy. I wonder if Columbina C6 can make her an on-field DPS like for no, like let's say like that. Constellation 2 can make her on-field. Like kind of on-field. I wouldn't say on-field. You still can use her charge attacks, you know. But yeah, definitely with Constellation 2 and her signature, she will get some additional damage, because don't
I'd have
forget
lost
about that
myself long
weapon.
ago.
Oh, that weapon will increase damage by 60%, if I'm not mistaken, lunar reaction damage. So yeah, okay, let me show you this one. We will start with maybe like yeah.
Watch out! Decay!
Let's fly.
Open fire! Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Xilonen!
Leave it
What?
to me!
I did.
A turning point in...
Up to the freezer! Take me up!
Open fire!
Bullseye! Bullseye!
Just keep in mind, this chasca is Constellation 0, you know, and also like I use like this set, which is Vivi set. It's for this team, I say it's not optimal one, you know. But yeah, this team is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I can use them. Okay, let's go. What about doing Constellation 2? Is there any number for team performance? Yeah, definitely. Like you definitely will get more team-wide damage. Because you know why? Let's check the constellations. No problem. If you ask me, you got his weapon. You know, his weapon is actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. You know why? Because his weapon can increase, can enable that passive, which gives you up to 16% attack buff. If the casting elemental burst during effect will vary depending on the form of his, so yeah, principle, so yeah. All other nearby party members like 20 stack of cycle, lasting 20 seconds. So yeah, if you see that, so yeah, when nearby active characters deals normal charge, literally all of the damage, so yeah, all of the attacks, will be consumed to increase the damage dealt by 60% of Durin's attack. Because of that, you see that the more attack you have on Durin, the better. Attack counts on character, so yeah, it's only for active. Principal Doctrines as like it's his principal, it's his light mode, supportive mode, and this one is his DPS mode. During gaze 20 stacks, 20 seconds. Yeah, definitely pretty good Constellation 1, which increase like his supportive abilities and his damage. Oh my god, that's 50% for real. That's crazy actually. Pyro's will, like yeah, Pyro ordained to an opponent affected by burning. All nearby party have 50% to their Pyro and to the corresponding elemental damage. That's crazy actually. It's kind of like increase his base from 20 to 50, you know. Yes, definitely yes. And by the way, it looks like it's going to be like the best. Like this one increase the burst, right? Yeah, Principle of Purity. It's like increase his burst. Constellation 1 and 2 is actually crazy. Because just imagine like base is 20%. When like yeah, and it's increased by 30. But keep that in mind, he is a Hexorite character, so you need to use second Hexenzirkel character on a team. Without that, some of the buffs will be like not so juicy, you know. What about doing Constellation? Is any numbers like to team performance? Yes, definitely. But again, if you ask me again, if you, let's say like that, if you low on constellations, I maybe would suggest you to go for Columbina, and after that decide. I know that Durin's banner will be over by that time, but it's still. By the way, you can do what? You actually can go like only for Constellation 1, which increase his damage actually, like yeah, his personal damage and his supportive damage. And after that decide if you want to go for this one, you know, like let's say like you can get this one on rerun. Yeah, usually, if I'm not mistaken, players don't do that on reruns. Okay, so did I switch the screen? Yeah, I did. Just a second. So yeah, let me just. I recently do like, yeah. For albedo, you know, maybe I will be lucky enough. Geo, please. This is actually pretty good. It's Goblet. Okay, not this time. Alright. Is it Geo DPS that come with Columbina God? Oh, about that Zabai. To be honest, artwork is crazy as hell. I like it a lot. When it comes to damage, it's also pretty good. The problem is, if I'm not mistaken, the showcases we saw so far, it's Constellation 6. With Constellation 6, she deals like about 1 million damage with her. Like, it's actually, let's say like that. With Constellation 6, she's insanely crazy. She's insane. I don't know about her Constellation 0 though. We should get something maybe in like couple days, maybe 3 days, maybe 7 days or something like that. I don't know. But yes. But she looks crazy. She is kind of like from HSR, to be honest. She looks like the character from Hawkeye Star Rails, you know. I like her a lot, but I maybe will skip. You know why is that? If you get Columbina, Columbina can enable that lunar crystallize, right? And if so, I actually can use my Navia. Yes, it's not going to be the same damage, obviously. It's going to be like, yeah, like that Zabai is actually definitely deals more damage.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
But to be honest, like people hyped about
conflicts
Columbina
around?
more than about that
I'm in the mood
Zabai.
for
Even
some
though it's
peacemaking.
actually, in my opinion, a kind of like mistake because Zabai is going to be crazy. Can I expect she will be a Geo Flins Nefer? Geo Nefer, yes. Actually, like, she's going to be better than Nefer when it comes to Geo damage. As I assume that she's going to be better, but not Flins. If I'm not mistaken, she plays out of her normal and charge attacks. Kinda like the same as Nefer, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I didn't check her, like, kit, so, like, in detail. You know, I mostly checked Columbina's kit because, yeah, she's just like, yeah, crazy.
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
Okay, guys. So yeah, oh yeah, but she must be needs. Yeah, that Iluga. Actually, yes, she needs that Iluga. And the problem is with that Iluga. You know what's the problem is? You need couple constellation on that Iluga. At least constellation 2, because even though she is a Geo character, she needs some elemental mastery, which is actually surprising, you know. And Iluga can use that Silken Moon only when you have Constellation 2. And that's a little bit problem. But yeah, like let's say like that. That Iluga is kind of like Goro for Flins. Or for my bad, for Ito for Flins. It's kind of like Goro for Ito, you know? So yeah, and you need him. All the new Nod-Krai characters need to play in pair. But yo, it depends. You know why, Nefer? Oh, my bad. You know why, Desta? It depends because let's say like that. Flins need a 5-star support. Nefer need a 5-star support, but Zabai need a 4-star support. So that's a little bit different, you know. At least maybe you know why, because it was so greedy when they released like 2 characters. Yes. Ineffa by herself is crazy as hell. Nefer, Lauma is actually crazy as hell, you know. But again, that Zabai needs only 4-star. I mean,
That's a nice haul.
but it's obvious. You know why? Why you need like pair them up? It's because that team resonance, you know. So without that, you cannot get Ascendant Gleam. See that? Deploy one more character. Deploy, like at the moment, I have only like an Ascendant Gleam. I don't have Ascendant Gleam, which is actually increased. You see that numbers? You don't forget about these numbers, by the way. Like many people just like don't remember that you get buffs from your non-Nod-Krai characters. You see that? And actually it's a huge buff. You get like up to 36% like elemental like damage buff. Oh yeah, that's lunar, my bad. Lunar reaction damage, you know? That's crazy buff actually. Alright guys, so yeah, that's it for today. I maybe will be online on Wednesday, we'll see. Because it depends, you know why, well, if we will get some info about Columbinas, because at the moment they just do some, yeah, we have damage test, but it's mostly Constellation 6 or something, you know. I haven't seen any Constellation 0 so far. I mean Columbina and Zabai. If we will get some, maybe yes, I will do some, like, we'll see. Also, we can do like more Durin test. Maybe I will find some couple more teams. But at the moment, yes, Arlecchino is the best one in my opinion. You can use Nuvolet. You can use some cryo teams with him, you know. Geo teams, I didn't like it so much, but it's still, like, you can use them actually. Like, yeah, like Navia with Albedo, with Durin and Bennett. It's not a bad team actually in terms of damage. Columbina Lasers really feels like mavuika. She instantly becomes the best of skill. Yeah, that is true team for the most Natlan DPSs. Not only Natlan, by the way. Oh yeah, for Natlan, yes, that is true. Not only Nod-Krai. I thought like you're saying Nod-Krai. That is true. Actually, she actually can be pretty competitive for all of the characters. Like, it doesn't matter, like Nod-Krai or Natlan or any other characters. You actually, yes, can. Just imagine you can increase Navia's damage as well because of Lunar Crystallize. So you can use Navia. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. And if she can, I don't know exactly, but if I'm not mistaken, you can enable that at Constellation 0. In that case, she's like, yeah, crazy supportive character. And by the way, don't forget about her damage potential. She actually can do damage. Even though she is off field, you can actually build her with DPS. You know why is that? Her best set at the moment, I mean, we don't have, like, her best set is going to be her signature set, which is going to be released in 6.3, but when it comes to substats, it's going to be HP, and crit, you know? Just keep that in mind. It's not going to be like HP or something. You build her as, like Furina. Like, when it comes to, like, she actually extremely close to Furina. HP, and crit damage. You see that? That's why I told you that, like, if you don't have constellations, actually, you don't need her weapon so much. You can use, like, free-to-play weapon and you will do pretty good damage. In case of Columbina, maybe this weapon, which is Prototype Amber, is the best one. The only problem is, it's better to have Refinement 5, because she is actually needs a lot of energy recharge. That's a problem. Because you know why is that? When you play Furina, you mostly use Furina with a second Hydro. That second Hydro somehow help you to get some energy. When it comes to Columbina, you mostly will use only one Hydro. You don't need so much Hydro, because she applies Hydro every 2 seconds, as you know. Because of that, you need to increase that, like, she needs more energy than 200. That's a problem. That's the only problem she has. That's energy. But still, when it comes to damage, when it comes to, like, usability, like versatility, she is definitely will be okay. Crazy. I maybe will go for her weapon, but I will decide. You know why? Looks like Constellation 1 is better than her signature weapon when it comes to supportive abilities, you know. Let's say like that, going for her, let's say like going for, if you have Furina Constellation 0, right, going for her weapon, actually it's not a great idea. It's kind of waste, because yeah, she will look crazy, but it makes no sense to go for the weapon. The same thing applies to Columbina. For example, instead of going for her weapon, I mean Furina's weapon, it's better to go for her Constellation 1, because that actually increases your damage. The same thing applies to Columbina. You can say that Columbina and Furina is kind of the same characters, you know, when it comes to build, when it comes to, not the damage, but when it comes to build and signature weapon. Alright guys, so yeah, it's a little bit late for me now, so yeah. As I mentioned, I will be online maybe on, what is that? Columbina easily is like more. Oh yeah, like I read that already. So yeah, I will be online on Wednesday maybe. We'll see, because you know why. So yeah, I'm a little bit like my schedule a little bit like destroyed. So that's why I don't stream so much. Only because of that, like Twitch is more convenient. But again, I will be on YouTube, no problem, because I see that you like YouTube more than Twitch. Other than that, I will try to find a couple more teams with Flins. I don't think with Durin, my bad. I don't think I can increase his. Maybe I can, like go for like different sets. We can do the test, by the way, to go with let's say 2-piece Crimson, 2-piece Noblesse. We can do it next time, no problem. Like instead of this one, Oh, you're welcome. You're well welcome. All right, so yeah, thanks for joining once again, guys, and bye bye, guys. Bye bye. On Stygian, yeah, that is true. That Stygian is going to be on Wednesday. Okay, bye bye.
Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
I will make it better.